Jetpack, are you ready to play Tetris 99?
I can't hear you. Are you ready to play Tetris 99? I'm Jet from InThirdPerson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits, aka the hottest tabs on Twitch. Shoutouts to JF Raptor fan in the chat. Shoutouts to Player2Start. Shoutouts to J Dragon as well. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Let's go. Pull up on your block. I'm playing Tetris. We're playing Tetris. I'm ambidextrous. You are just extras. I'm the 1 in 98. And y'all can't relate. Yeah.
Alright, just in case, if you have not played on a Tetris Twitch stream, follow the chat. I will put a countdown there, and it starts from 20, and on go, press A at the same time as me for our best chance at matching up. So let me go set this up here, and we'll put the counter up. 20 seconds. Representing all of the people out there that rock prescription eyewear. Ah, team glasses. Ah, I see what you mean. I thought like you meant everybody wearing glasses, the same type of glasses together. There we go. Good luck. Yeah, I prefer not to. I think that I was very conscious about glasses. I think that the combination of my bad haircut at the time and me wearing glasses led to me getting teased and made fun of a lot. I think on top of playing basketball too, where that's a space where, you know, it's competitive, and then, you know, I look like a dork and the glasses would fall off my face all the time and I'd get teased a lot in school. So I definitely got conscious about the glasses and not wearing them. So I still harbor a little bit of that. I'm not as conscious about it now. The functional at my mature age, the functional benefits of saving a lot of money and not getting as many eye infections is pretty great. There we go. But, you know, maybe I was gonna say, like, once we get out of this, the current state of the world, I might be more inclined to grab contact lenses again. But at the same time, I'm starting to have my doubts if we're gonna be going back to the state of the world as it once was in the time frame that I thought we would. I think in light of, you know, seeing the rise in cases in large part due to, you know, vaccine penetration not being where it needs to be, it's kind of alarming. And Who Kelly, welcome back. How you doing? I hope all is well with you. Cause yeah, things are starting to move back, but like there are signs that we're not out of the woods yet, and it makes me wonder: are we rushing ahead a little quick in knowing what we know now? Yes. I think that's meant to doing well. Okay. So I do have my concerns. Again, I implore everyone to, you know, protect yourself, protect your family, protect those you love, do the thing. Otherwise, what else is going on? Yeah, how about you? Did the custom backgrounds cost money? So, no, there is an in-game currency of sorts when you play. There are tickets. They're called tickets, and there are daily goals you can partake in, and when you complete them, you get 1 ticket per thing, and you can cash them in. Now, they usually have events when they launch a new theme, where they... Yeah, if you play it during the event and you get a certain amount of points during said event, you can get the thing for free. Otherwise, you can unlock it after the fact for tickets. Yeah, and special themes are also available for free when the events are live. And Yinny, I hope you're doing well. How are things? It was a bit of a scramble. A couple of the special themes are not available for tickets. Yeah. I missed one of the Kirby events. That's the only one I'm missing, and it's not in the shop, unfortunately. Which is kind of silly, but oh well. I'm not entirely heartbroken over missing Kirby. I'm not the biggest Kirby fan. Am I a bad Nintendo fan because I don't really care for Kirby at all? I will say, I did play Kirby's Dream Land, I think it was, on the NES Classic. And that game's pretty good. I didn't play a lot of it, but I played enough to recognize that, oh, this is a pretty... oh, no. This was pretty advanced for its time. I know it came out right at the end of the NES era, but the graphics on it look great, and gameplay largely holds up. So, you know, kudos to Kirby for that. I don't know if that was the right move. Uh-oh. Okay, here. There we go. Here. Yes. Then we can do this. Then we can do this. Then we can do that, and we're out. Kirby is a fairly timeless design, same as Mario, same as Tetris. See, I have not played enough Kirby to say that. I just think that the little bit I've played of Kirby's Dream Land was pretty good. And Kirby games, I think it's because, and it's not so much a fault of Kirby in and of itself. The challenge I have with Kirby, or I had with Kirby, oh, there is a Kirby game I like. There's actually a Kirby game I really like. Is that historically, Kirby games come out at the end of a console life cycle. Like, you know, the console's dead once the Kirby game comes out. And at the time, especially during like Kirby's Dream Land, I was playing, or at least I didn't care about the NES at all. It had been a couple years and I was all about the SNES, so I don't have that nostalgia for it. That being said, I think that Kirby's Epic Yarn is great. I did like that game a lot, and when it came out on the Wii, I saw that art style was fantastic, and Nintendo has copied it for other Yoshi games, and that game was insanely cute, and I enjoyed that. So I'm not gonna I can't throw all the shade at Kirby. That's funny. Same as Mario, same as Tetris. I will say, I think for the discussion about Tetris and how timeless the design is, because I think there is definitely a level of timelessness to Tetris. Maybe the most timeless of any video game design ever. I'm gone. But even then, it has seen changes. They've made changes over the years to where blocks can spin, the preview function being able to show 5 blocks instead of 1, adding the infinite spin, adding the hold function. So Tetris in and of itself has evolved. Oh man, that ended pretty quick. GG's. They've tried all sorts of stuff under the Tetris name. I think they've nailed down what they want Tetris to be, and I don't foresee it getting that many more major changes to the core formula. But I don't know. But yeah, Tetris in itself has evolved a number of times too. They also tried. What do you mean tried yet? Tetris Attack is phenomenal. They shouldn't have put the name Tetris on it, but that game, Panel de Pon, Pokemon Puzzle League, probably still my favorite versus puzzle game of all time. 3D Tetris, they've tried multiple times. Tetris Sphere, Hatris, Tetris 2. Oh my goodness, what a mistake that was. No, it shouldn't have been part of the name. It shouldn't have been part of the name. And that is actually, I think, my biggest disappointment. Well, I think it doomed that series. Actually, can we... Yeah, let's take a second to talk about this. I want to explore this a little further. Tetris Attack, it's a match 3 puzzle game, one of the first match 3 puzzle games, and it's a phenomenal puzzle game, particularly in versus mode where you can play against another person and just like combos going back and forth. It's incredibly exciting. Quite possibly still my favorite puzzle game of all time. And Nintendo has continuously released versions of the game, but I feel like it's really struggled to maintain its footing, because when they first released it here in North America, or internationally, if you will, in Japan it was always called Panel de Pon. Once they released it in North America, they called it Tetris Attack, thinking it needed to have the Tetris name in order to sell, but it wasn't anything like Tetris, and ever since then they've had issues releasing the game because they have to go through the Tetris company because it has that name on it. And since then, you know, we've seen it as Pokemon Puzzle League, Planet Puzzle League. There's at least one version inside an Animal Crossing or something. And I feel like had they established it as its own brand from the beginning, we probably would have seen more of it, or at least have it be a more sustainable thing versus it just kind of randomly appearing every 8 years or something like that. I think most recently it's in the Nintendo Switch Online. If you go under the SNES games, look for Panel de Pon, play it. It's fantastic. All right, let's queue up for another one. Oh, I should have done the shout outs for everybody in the thing. I'm sorry. I forgot. I got caught up in the whole Tetris Attack thread because I love talking about that game. Also, it's August. Where the hell did the time go? I can't believe time has moved so fast, and one of the things, my great embarrassments, is that it's August and this backdrop is still the same as it was in July. I usually try and have that switched once a month, and unfortunately I just haven't gotten around to it. I think by the next stream it'll be done, but today I didn't get a chance to do it. I don't know if there's going to be any sort of theme to it yet or what we're going to show in the back. The background is nice, thank you. But yeah, we'll switch up the art. I know for certain I want to change the Slay the Spire poster, because when I got that, I actually got 2 posters, and one of them I've been holding out on for months. I think the big thing is that it's horizontally oriented, and I'm not sure I can actually make that work in this backdrop. I'll have to figure it out. I have to show it though. It's a pretty cool poster for a game that has a bit of history here on the stream. It's been a long time since I streamed it, but it is a game that has meaning to the channel for sure. Uh-oh, where this eyepiece is not coming fast enough. We gotta abort. Oh, there it is. All right, so we aborted too soon, and now we're in trouble. There we go. Like really bad trouble. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Wait. Oh no, that piece up there. I keep blocking the hole. Spring over. Okay. Oh no. I thought we had it that time. I thought we had. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna jump into another game real quick. GG's everyone. Let's regroup on the next one. We'll regroup on the next one. Ugh. Ugh. Hey Jared, what's up? I hope you guys had a great stream last night on Calface's stream. You hate to see it. Put the most effort. Well, thank you, Hokali. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? And I mean, regardless of size, I think it's the this is the trying to push towards the show that I want to make. I want to make it, you know, my own thing. So it kind of is what it is with the effects and the personality and the subject matter and the what it is. The show's still evolving. The show's still evolving, and we'll continue to explore what it means for me to stream and what type of content I want to make, and you know, where this goes from here, I don't know. I know there's a lot of stuff that I do want to do that I haven't gotten around to, and stuff that I should be doing that I haven't gotten around to. We still got to set up for Extra Life this year, which I haven't done anything for. I know that I have to sort out the rewards for, you know, what we're giving away with donations this year. Probably still art. I have to figure out what art that is. I have to figure out where to print it, because the place where we got the art printed last time doesn't exist anymore. And part of, you know, being able to create those prints was I was able to get them at a price that didn't break my wallet. So we'll have to sort all that out. Good luck, you're gonna go. All right, take care. Thanks for dropping by, Ukeli. Is that gonna do a thing? I mean, at least it got... I'm not sure if I like that in the long run, but in the immediate term, it felt like the right thing. Okay, we'll figure it out. It'll be okay. Yeah, we're still pretty early in this. Yeah, I think some things to sort out is probably I think I want to figure out what the future of the Pokemon TGC is here on this channel. I do enjoy stream. That's pretty much the only thing I've been playing, and I want to figure out how to make it work on stream, whether it's consistently have guests on, or I'm playing the quote the versus matches online against random people, talking about building decks, making trades. I've started making trades in there to try and get the cards that I'm looking for instead of buying, you know, infinite numbers of booster packs. It's a whole man, the world of digital trading cards is very weird. I think we could probably do a separate thing on that. Yeah, okay, we'll do a separate segment on that a little later in the show. And the side effects of some of the choices that the Pokemon Company has made. Alright. There is that. What other stuff I want to play? What stuff I want to continue streaming? I think Tetris is probably okay. I enjoy streaming Tetris and, you know, playing games with you guys and hanging out and all of that. I think some of the other stuff, I have to figure out if It Takes Two will actually work, because there's some other stuff. My computer's been weird since the day where It Takes Two messed up. For example, my IQ software is messed, messed up. It's the software that runs the lights on this computer, and now it also, for some reason, has messed up my... Well, IQ is also the software that runs some of the Stream Deck buttons, and, you know, for example, I don't have a button to start the stream anymore. I have to do it the old-fashioned way and click start stream, because I had them mapped to the keyboard before, and that doesn't work. So a whole bunch of stuff to figure out, and hopefully we can stream It Takes Two again, because I think that game is fantastic. If not, I guess Randy and I will probably just have to play that on our own time, and that would be unfortunate. I'd love to share that experience with you guys. Okay. No. We'll save for that T-spin. There we go. Down. Down. Uh-oh. No, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. Cool. Yeah, what have you been playing since the last time we spoke? For me, it's been almost entirely Pokemon TGC. I still enjoy that game, obsess over it, been trying to get, you know, grinding for coins so that I can get free packs, so that when Evolving Skies comes out at the end of this, oh my goodness, the end of this month, I will have a big head start on coins to unlock new cards. Also, top 10. I didn't realize we were that far into this round. Let's go for it. Ah! Here. Yep. Yep. And down we go. I did buy a new game this week, so that this will go on the stack of games that I have obtained this year that I have yet to play. You know, one of those... Oh, no. No! Alright, let's do shoutouts for anyone in here. If we see them, if you're here, shout yourself out, unless you're lurking, and that's fine. Who else? I don't know if anyone else is in here that we know of. Actually, let me take the price tag off this game. You were in the game that you left. Alright. How did you do? Did you win it? I hope you did. You know what? I'm just gonna assume you won. Congratulations, JF Raptor, on the dub. Sorry, taking the price tag off this game. You didn't win. Oh, no. No, congrats. Fair enough. Alright, let me take... Once we hit the final two, then we'll do a little bit of show and tell, I guess. I mean, it's really... I'm gonna hold up a box to the screen, and then we'll chat about it. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. You can see here's the game on the shelf. There's another one here. Actually, this one I still have it. I played it once on the day it came out for like an hour. It also came out around the same time as Pokemon Unite, which I've been playing a little bit more of. We'll get to that a little. We can talk about that while we play. You know, Skyward Sword HD. I still haven't played much of it. I need to get around to playing this. But the game I got that's now on the backlog, along with, I mean, Tony Hawk is still here too. I got to get around to that. Only complicating things further. But I do look forward to playing this. We did get the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is in the same universe as Phoenix Wright, but I believe it takes place in feudal Japan. Look, I don't really know much about it other than this was an Ace Attorney game that came out in Japan only, and now it's here and translated. And really, Capcom says, we've got an Ace Attorney game, and I'm like, say no more, fam. We good. I'm here for it. So Steph and I are probably gonna work through that together at some point, because she's played a little bit of Phoenix Red as well. So we'll try it out together first. If she wants to continue, watching and playing with me, then we'll do that. But yeah, what's on your backlog of stuff to play? Let me pull up the timer, and then we'll play some more Tetris. I've tried to be very mindful of the games I purchase to minimize how many games are in the backlog. 2021 has not been great for me for that, though. I have definitely started to build that back up in terms of, buying games and then getting hung up on lifestyle games, your rogue companies. Yeah, Pokemon's gonna be a big one. Guilty Gear, I played for a couple weeks and then dropped, and not because it's a bad game. I think it's a fantastic fighting game, and if there weren't other things going on, I'd be playing that. It's hard with these lifestyle games like a Guilty Gear, a Pokemon, a Call of Duty Warzone. It's they're easy to pick up and put down, but at the same time, they also become games that are all-consuming, and then that's just all you play. And it's hard to find time when you're like, but I still gotta play my one game to get my rewards, or I just like playing this game. And I think that part of why I gravitate to certain types of game, like lifestyle games, is that they're easy for me to multitask. For years I would play Street Fighter, for example, Street Fighter 4, and I would play a match, and then during the matchmaking, I was sitting beside my computer. I could continue writing blog posts. That was a big part of it. And Pokemon TGC very much has that same appeal to me. Actually, it's even better because there's more downtime while I'm waiting for other players to take their turns, where I spend a minute to do my move, and then I've got another 2 minutes to go and do something else. So it just fits into my life better. And also, the times I have to sit down and play are usually later at night, and I don't necessarily feel like investing that sort of 1 time 2 brain power to really dive into something or get invested in something. Especially when, I just like the idea of being able to pick up something and then just turn it off, I'm not getting the pieces I need at all. Yikes. Okay, well, bail out. I probably should have just went for the T-spin at that point anyway, but here we are, and now we gotta work through it. Alright, who made this big mess? Ah, no. Okay. But at some point, I will find the time to play Tony Hawk. It's here. I keep it on the desk as a reminder of these are the games you need to play. Oh, I also have Catherine, but that's like farther. That's still in the plastic on the shelf. That one's gonna have a harder time getting played because it is a remaster of something I've already played and loved. I will almost always prioritize. Well, I was gonna say almost always, but I definitely don't. I was. Why am I lying to myself there? I was about to say that I prioritize playing new stuff over old familiar stuff, but that's not true. And we just said I play a lot of lifestyle games and just stick with those because it's easy for me to get in and get out. My board game backlog is definitely worse than the video game one. We have board games that we bought years ago that we still haven't played. We bought a bunch of board games lately. One of the biggest ones is we finally got Wingspan, and I look forward to playing that. We actually had plans of possibly playing that yesterday, and it didn't quite work out in terms of timing. But one of these days we'll get around to it. How big is your backlog? Just a rough guesstimate. Yeah, no shame in having a backlog. You can spend your money on whatever games you want, do whatever you want with them. If you want them to have them and not play them, that's your choice to make. I have tried to minimize mine because it just became, I think, in particular at the time where I was trying to minimize my backlog, my money situation was very tight and I could not afford to be buying games that I wasn't going to play. And so the two parts of that were selling off the backlog and then reinvesting that into the few games that I knew I was going to play right away. Uh-oh. I mean, there are a couple of games I have passed up on that I would have bought otherwise because I knew I just wasn't going to get around to them in a timely manner. Ah! Gone. At least for this year, those games would be the Mass Effect trilogy and Ratchet and Clank, where I probably would have just picked those up. And then I didn't. I think that I already knew I was reaching with Ace Attorney Chronicles, but I really wanted a physical copy, and I figured this is one of those games that wasn't going to get printed that much, so I grabbed it when I could. Zelda was probably the bigger reach. Did I really need to grab that day one? Yeah, we'll ride this one out. Good luck to everybody else still in the game. And yeah, for those just tuning in, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. What's happening on the site? I should have that ready. Every time I'm like, yeah, go to the site, and then but the next thing in my head is what should they be looking for? What would get them excited to go to the site? And then I realize I don't know because I schedule posts weeks in advance and I don't know what's on there. So let's go take a look. Browser, and I should have set this up earlier. Chrome. So some stuff happening on the website right now. Of course, we've got the live stream. If you missed the streams, don't worry about it. You can go to the site. I've got the recaps here. Click, you can watch the video, you can watch all the highlights. All the shout outs are here as well. I don't know if anyone knew this, but every time I do a stream and people follow or subscribe, I make sure to shout them out in the post. We've also got a review for the board game Scoville. It's about farming for hot peppers. Really good game. Some of the big Pokemon cards I've pulled as part of Chilling Reign, and then a discussion on squad streaming and trying to make your squad stream, make it better without finding the right balance of chatting with the homies while also trying to make a great show for the audience. I feel like watching other people squad stream, like one of the big challenges is how do you communicate with your squad mates, like from a gameplay perspective and the conversation, without making your viewers feel like they're voyeurs, where it feels like, yeah, I personally don't like it when I go to a stream and it feels like I'm like looking, I'm hiding in the closet, like looking through the door to see like, oh, these guys are playing video games. Like, I hate that feeling. I want to feel, as a viewer, I want to feel like I'm part of this whole thing. So there's just some suggestions and tips and advice on how to try and keep that feel of the connection between the streamers and the viewers while also still communicating with your friends in the ways that you have to, and so on. You came in 11th. I don't think we were in the same lobby. No. But GG's though. It is something I'm mindful though. I do have a lot of people on the stream, but there are certain. I'm trying to find the balance of here are the streams where we have the homies in, and certain ones where okay we've got a lot of people. Let's focus more on playing the game, and certain ones where it's just me, and then I've got to do the heavy lifting. And that's okay. So we'll see what's going on. I think this game's gonna end any second now. Yeah, if you can look at the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, there it is. GG's. Alright, count it down. We'll hop back in right away. Oh, I can't do the thing, can I? No. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. For my fellow Canadians, and I think in Europe as well, parts of Europe, in the UK at least, it's a long weekend. Happy long weekend, everybody. Anything special planned for the holiday? Steph and I don't have anything in particular planned. I think let's just hang out, try and enjoy the weather. I know Steph really wants to go to a beach at some point before the end of summer, and I hope we can make that happen. It's also just a very busy summer for us outside in personal life stuff, so I'm not sure we're gonna try our best to squeeze in some time to go to a beach. Probably not Monday though. The weather's also been a bit shaky. Steph and I actually went and took a walk to a new ice cream shop by, I wouldn't say by, it's a little bit of a trek from the house, so we took a bit of an adventure, and unfortunately we got caught in the rain. We were in the process of finishing our ice cream, and it started to rain really bad, and we were about we were quite a ways away from home. So we were hopping between bus stops trying to stay away from the rain, and then at a certain point we decided to make a break for it, which just happened to be when the rain died down. So it ended up being a pretty smooth walk overall. That was an interesting predicament, right? I own a car, and I use the car a lot where I live. You kind of have to have the car to go anywhere. Yeah, there's public transit, but it's not the best. And you know, we decided to take a long walk, and we figured, I know we were risking it with the rain, and we kind of figured we'll just go with it. And then being caught in that position of feeling like, oh, there's nothing I could do. Well, there's stuff we could have done. We could have taken the bus. I'm still very much not comfortable with taking the bus. And we could have taken an Uber. Still not comfortable with the idea of taking an Uber at this point. But they were options if we needed it. Go. Yeah, has anyone here done public transit since this whole thing went down? And I know I'm speaking from a place of privilege here, where I can make the choice of not taking public transit, because for a number of people, like, if that was the way you got to your job and your job's still going, you don't really have a choice. I think that, you know, with my line of work, it was, I had to take the train to go to the office, and now that's not really a thing. I can just work from home. But not everybody is as fortunate to have that. Not everybody has that option. All right. There we go. Yeah, it was an ice cream. Oh, I should speak about this ice cream. I don't want to name names. For reasons of one, doxing myself, and two, it was the ice cream was just okay. I felt like the presentation of said ice cream was amazing for Instagram. The actual taste of the ice cream was meh. Let's just, no, it was, oh man, I love Baskin Robbins. It wouldn't be that. It's not that. I would tell you if it was a Baskin Robbins, and it was not that. We did have a choice between an established ice cream place and the new indie place, and we decided to try the new indie place, and we ended up not liking the new indie place. So I think we would have preferred Baskin Robbins over this one. Yeah, I don't even want to say there's a specific thing about how they prepare the ice cream that, oh, if I told you that, then you'd know exactly where it is. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. I've never run into that experience though, where the ice cream itself, like, I had one flavor. Steph had a different, between the two of us, we had two different flavors of ice cream, and they both had the same problem where they just weren't flavorful enough. Which is a criticism I don't really recall having ever levied on an ice cream before, because usually ice cream is very rich in flavor, and this was not it. And it wasn't like a diet ice cream or anything, it was just prepared in such a way that the flavor of said ice cream was very bland. Okay, whittle it down. Right. It can't be Kowser Kawartha's ice cream. I'm not gonna say. I will say there are flavors of Kawartha's ice cream that I absolutely love. Shoutouts to Kawartha. I don't know if I've ever been up there. Probably. Home of Canadian ice cream, or local ice cream. And I've been to ice cream shops where Kawartha's was the ice cream they used. Okay. Spit. Oh no. Okay. Here. Did that hold us off just a little? I mean, oh no! No! I think we were on borrowed time anyway. Still sucks though. Oh man. Oh no. Oh, the last two players. Wow. One of these two players, the one directly under my camera, has no badges, and they're about to get wrecked. They're in an unenviable spot here. Let's see if they can work through it. And good morning, Cowface. How you doing? And have you ever had... Okay, here we go. Question for the... Oh, they're coming back. I know I'm hiding my camera here. All right, everybody, look at... Hold on. Is that the right camera? Is this the right... That's the right camera. I do have some other ones. Like, there's this one here for fighting games. Or I used to... Oh, this is the Among Us camera. Then this is the fighting game cam. This is the main one. Have you ever had bad ice cream? Also, congratulations, Roman 5? And I mean, more than just, I guess, you know, flavor is part of it, but or either the flavor was bad, and not just like I don't like strawberry ice cream, but like a specific brand of ice cream. You're like, oh man, this is not good. It doesn't matter what flavor it is. Yeah, not all ice cream is created equal. For the Canadians in the chat, there is a type of ice cream at like Loblaws stores. It's a President's Choice one. It's a President's Choice Black Label. I cannot remember. It's a very fancy type of vanilla. It's not just called vanilla. It's a something vanilla, and it's delicious. Not French vanilla either. It's some sort of fancy version of vanilla. One of the most delicious ice creams I've ever had. The diabetic specific ice cream out there has a weird taste to it. Look, I empathize for those with dietary needs, making it the, you know, diabetic or gluten-free. And you know, probably even if I don't necessarily, you know, am afflicted by those conditions, it's probably still better for me. But I struggle with those because they don't taste as good. I think that's a big part of it for me, is like the joy of eating food is eating delicious stuff. I want to eat food that tastes good. And it's a major sticking point for me to eat something because it's something that fills me up that is healthy, rather than like I want the delicious part too. Why would I eat this other thing if I can also have it delicious? And it's starting to catch up to me. I think that, you know, I look at my weight and stuff, and or how unhealthy I am, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should look at this more seriously. Actually reminded me, and this is unrelated to weight. Now this is clothing thing. I went clothes shopping the other day. Oh yeah, on Saturday. No, on Friday. We had a half day, and Steph and I decided to go to the mall. We were doing some shopping. I needed to buy. Well, we both needed to buy assortments of things. I needed nice clothes. In particular, I'm looking for a suit because I don't really have one. And I was at a store, and they had the price tag of said thing. It was marked down by quite a bit, and I went to pay, and it scanned in at regular price. And I was like, yeah, but the tag says this, and there were actually similar jackets that were priced even cheaper than the one I had, but this is the only one that fit me. And then there were some that are regular price as well. And the cashier was like, yeah, but anyone can put the sticker there. And like, at that point, like, are you accusing me of putting that sticker there? Like, I didn't put that there. This is the price. And, you know, they weren't going to budge on that. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not getting this. But I didn't like being in that. And I've worked customer service, and I understand where the position they were in. Like, I wanted to make a stink, but understood, like, it's not the cashier's fault that this is scanning in the way it is, and that there wasn't gonna be a clean solution for the issue at hand. But I really wanted that suit, and but not at the price it was listed at. I wanted the price it was listed at, not the one that's scanning in the computer. I did buy a tie though. I did get a tie for very cheap. It's a ridiculous tie, but it was at a price I could not refuse. I wish it was the other way around. If the tie was regular price, I could have dealt with that. The jacket was really nice though. It was like a sport coat, and It was a different color from like I've almost always just worn black. And then I had a hand-me-down gray suit for a while before I grew out of it. But this one was a color I normally don't wear, and I thought it looked sick. But I will look for something similar, or at least have that in mind when I do go dress clothes shopping again. And Ian says they heard about the pizza cutters. Hey, Ian. Steph and I actually had pizza the other day, and I definitely used a pizza cutter. I don't actually know where I don't know where the other one is at the moment. Maybe it's in a drawer somewhere. Maybe someone came to the house and stole it, you know? Vigilante justice, if you will. Ian, how are you doing today? And thank you for dropping by. And again, congratulations on the anniversary of the Adventure Rules blog. I highly recommend, if you have not watched the stream, go back, check that out. Ian's celebrating 6 anniversaries of Adventure Rules, the website. And it's cool to hear your story and how your content's changed and evolved with you and how you perceive it, and I think that's great, and it's something I can relate to as someone who also creates content and has a blog and has gone through the experience of like, what do I want this to be? And you know, in third person, it's definitely changed over the years as well. Not too shabby. Played a bit of Great Ace Attorney this morning and then fell back asleep. Nice. We were actually talking about Great Ace Attorney a little earlier on the stream. I do have it, haven't played it yet. It's probably something Steph and I are at least going to try and start together. Because she has played some Ace Attorney in the past and has enjoyed it, so we'll see if it's something that we can do together. There we go. Imagine it'd be a fun one to play as a couple. Sure. Awesome. Uh-oh. Okay, that was an easy fix. Yeah, when did... Oh, I think the anniversary of In Third Person recently passed, and I did nothing for it. Because, yeah, In Third Person's birthday is in July. And I did a big thing for the anniversary. It was a major milestone anniversary. Oh geez, was it last year or I think it was 2 years ago? When it was the 10 year, I did like some sort of retrospective post every month. And this year it just kind of came and went. Uh-oh. There we go. Almost top 10. Let's continue to keep... Oh no, that was bad. That was, I'm gonna regret that later. Okay, there we go. Oh no. I didn't want it to slide there. I don't know if I could have adjusted. Okay. Oh, okay. Focus, Jet. Focus. Almost top 10. We still only have 1 KO and 1 badge, though. That's probably gonna come back to haunt us later. We finished 7th in a different lobby. Jared with the upgrade. Clearly the best way to watch Tetris right now. Okay. There. Oh. Nope. That's not at all what I was hoping for. Sometimes you spin and it doesn't work out. Okay. Oh, no. Well, it's been real. Oh, there's a thing. Give me 1 second. I was doing some organizing. Oh, we'll wait for the game to end here. Excuse me. There it is. GG's. I don't recognize the names. I think I've gone through this list. I didn't see anyone. I've seen Dad TDM before. I don't know if they're here or streaming somewhere else. I've seen that name generally speaking though. All right. Quick chat. I was doing some organizing of Pokemon cards, and I've been it for a couple of months now. I do have a fair number of cards. In particular, I bought a booster box of Chilling Reign. And one of the things about playing the Pokemon TCG is that it's not necessarily bad to have duplicates of a card. In particular, a playset, you're allowed to have 4 of a card name at the top. So it doesn't hurt to have 4 of a kind. And I went through the stash because I'm running out of space. I do have another box coming in, like an Elite Trainer box where I can put more cards in the future, but I'm running out of space. I have 2 ETBs and I have I have 2 ETBs and 1 long, just generic cardboard box that I don't want to show because it looks really gross for reasons. And I'm trying to make room in the main boxes for other cards because they're still coming in. And so I fished out any cards that I had more than 4 of a kind of, and just the number of duplicates I've accrued already. Like, this is a stack of probably 100 cards, and these are overflow for already having more than 4 of a kind, right? There are 2 Diglets here. I had like 6 of those. I had 6 Arons. I had, oh my goodness, I had 6 Spheals. I had 7 Sobbles. A lot. There's a lot, and I have to figure out what to do with all of these extra cards. I don't need more than 4 of a kind, even accounting for Steph. Like, if we're playing together, odds are we're not both going to be running the same deck with the same cards. So looking at, potentially either selling these as bulk at a local game store, or possibly maybe I'll send these out as part of Extra Life rewards and I'll sign them or something. I don't know. Would you guys want an autographed an autographed coughing, perhaps? Is there actually cards that I use? I don't think so. Or an autographed, here we go. A Ghastly, perhaps? More cards? Yeah, this is just overflow of already having more than 4 of a kind. Bounce Sweet, I had like 7 of these. Oh my goodness, Yin with the upgrade. But yes, I think that if you are into Pokemon cards, like, I think at a certain point, like, I love opening the packs. Where did the music go? Oh, there it is. Okay, we'll back out of here. At a certain point, I love opening the packs and seeing what's inside. But if you really are collecting, like, if your primary goal is to play the game or to collect cards to complete a set, it's more efficient to just go to the board game store and buy the singles or order them on TCG Player, which I have started doing. I've bought singles of certain things to fill in some holes in the gaps, but it really irks me when, like, I see posts online, particularly Reddit, Pokemon TCG, not naming any names, of people are like, yeah, I really wanted to pull the Charizard card, and $3,000 later, I finally did it. And the card is worth $400. You could have just spent $400 and got the card versus buying $3,000 worth of cards, and you don't care about any of these other ones. You end up with a bunch of waste, like even here. And I count anything past 4. Like I've already got, and I still have all these cards that I'm not going to have anything to do with. At a certain point, it's just better to, you know, avoid the boosters and just buy the cards that you need. Countdown in 20. We'll go back into it. Have I tried vegan ice cream? No. Would I be against trying it? No, I tried. I hope it's... I would try vegan ice cream. Generally speaking, though, any sort of, you know, reduced fat, lower calorie, anything, it might be better for me, but it usually means it's less delicious. I've been to... I remember Steph and I took a trip to Kingston one year, and there was a vegan restaurant out there that we tried. It was delicious. Actually, I've been to a couple vegan restaurants, and they were really good. It was different, but it was very good. There's Beyond Meat, which isn't the same thing. That's more of a environmental sort of deal, but it was, I think the A&W Beyond Meat burger, I think, is best in class of that type of burger. There are other places that sell Beyond Meat or their equivalent of Beyond Meat, and that ain't it. That ain't it. And the last one we had was the KFC equivalent of Beyond Meat sandwich. It was bad. I don't know who greenlit that, but, or I don't know. If there are people who enjoy that sandwich, that's fine. I'm glad you enjoy it, but I thought it was a terrible sandwich. Okay. The Impossible Whopper is decent. Okay, I have not tried that, because Steph and I don't like Burger King, so we don't go. And I'm not the biggest fan of the Whopper to begin with. So I will take your word for it. You like the Beyond Meat A&W burger. Sweet. And yet, again, I say the whole booster thing, and I bought more boosters recently too. Not just the ones I showed on the Wednesday stream. But there's a method to my madness, and while I continually push my limits, I understand my limits. I think that having played the game, I understand the things that I want. I want cards that I can use in standard. I think having limits on that stuff is so good, because if it was just like, I want to collect Pokemon cards, there are literally thousands of them. It's impossible. And it can get even more expensive and put more into it than I already have. But I have limits of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for stuff that I can play, and stuff that is particularly eligible for standard play. And this is the mode that I play online, and it's the official tournament standard. And it's pretty much cards from the last 2 years. So anything Sword and Shield, I'm into. Anything before that, not really. I did buy the Costco set of Sun and Moon cards, because those were like an insane deal, but I probably wouldn't do that again. It's like, if it was that price, maybe, but it's not a priority for me to go any older than that. And then at a certain point, boosters become, you will hit the point where almost every card you get is a duplicate, and I want to avoid that. Once I get there, then it's like, all right, I'll look at just getting the singles for the cards I'm missing instead. And so on Friday, when we went shopping for clothes and stuff, we went by good old EV Games, which is about to be named back into GameStop again. And they had 2 packs of Rebel Clash, which is really weird. It's an older Sword and Shield set that no one, like, players don't really care about it. Collectors don't really care about it. And I don't have any Rebel Clash cards. And I know Meg has been looking for a particular card that's only in Rebel Clash. So I was like, all right, I'll pick up the 2 packs that they have. And if they have the card, I'll give it to her. She's looking for Appleton. We've opened up one and it wasn't there. If it is in the other one, great. If not, then oh well. And then I bought a Sword and Shield pack, which, you know, I don't have that many, like, base set cards. And I think they are really good, and they have a lot of trainer cards that are good for, like, staple cards that you'd want in whatever deck you're making. And we haven't hit the point of saturation on those yet. So, like, all right, I'll take one. For a modern day set, if the set's like 200 cards, I feel like the magic number is, if you're looking to avoid as much, and you're still gonna get duplicates all along the way, but if it's a set of like 200 cards, you're gonna start seeing mostly duplicates at like pack 20. And I bought a Champions pack box, and that's a smaller set of 70 cards, and we opened eight packs, and we got over half of the cards. Over half of the cards were unique. And we're like, oh, okay, we're probably good here. All right. Top 10. When is, now that thinking about the Adventure Rules streaming anniversary, when is the anniversary of in third person on Twitch? I'll have to look at that. Like, when did I first stream? And then maybe someday we'll probably won't do anything to celebrate it. It was a very uneventful first stream, and I'm pretty sure I went back to streaming on YouTube or something afterwards. But we can look it up. Just out of curiosity, when was the first ever in third-person stream? Okay, almost top 5. No? That's not... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Yikes. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Oh, no! Uh-oh. No! That fell apart real quick for me. I mean, I made a big mistake there at the end. I think we were screwed either way. Let's see. When was the actual... No, let me see if I can shout anybody out here. Toshi... Does anyone play... In Animal Crossing, they recently put out a new update, right? And it's another one of those, like, it's largely the same thing as last year sort of deals. Okay, let's go pull up the... Oh, I should scroll up here. And let's look at... When was the first in third-person stream? I think it was... here. Uh-oh. Did it break? Oh, wait. Hold on. January... I think it was here. how can I... You'll join again as soon as your pancakes are done. Okay, no worries. How do I use this thing? January 2017. Oh, I have to pick a date. Okay. Now... Update. I'm pretty sure this is the start. Okay, can I show... I can't show this without showing any sort of info you're not supposed to see. There we go. Here. These are the streams. When is this? Monday? Oh, okay, I think I need to cut down the date. I'm pretty sure it's here. We'll use December 2016 and then go February 2017. Why isn't this okay? Clear. Hold on. December 2016 here. That's okay. That's really when the analytics start for Twitch. All right, fine. February 2017 update. I think it's... Where is this spec? I can't even click on it. December... Oh, because it's January 2017 update. Why isn't this updating? January 2017 here. 31st. There it is. The first ever in third-person Twitch stream, Thursday, January 12th. I think I streamed Puyo Puyo Tetris that day before it came out in North America. I had a Japanese copy. I have a Japanese copy. There it is, for whatever it's worth, in third person's birthday on Twitch, January 12th. All right, let's count it down. And so what would that make it? 18, 19, 20, like 4.5 years old? Oh my goodness. Though I wasn't, did I start streaming? Oh. Uh-oh. I'm not quite in. Don't hit it. Don't hit it. Don't do it. I'm going to do another countdown. I wasn't ready yet. Do another countdown. Yeah, I'd started streaming, I guess. I'll have to look at the numbers again. I get confused. I know I was bouncing around between YouTube and Facebook and then kind of switched to Twitch. And then before fully committing to Twitch. Shoutouts to everyone streaming on Trovo. Shoutouts to everyone streaming on... Oh my goodness, what are the other smaller streaming sites out there? I know there's a bunch that popped up trying to be the next Mixer, and I have my doubts about them, but for everybody streaming on those platforms, I wish you all the best. And, you know, I've enjoyed my time on Twitch, and there are things that I enjoy and things that I don't. I definitely wouldn't say that I am brand loyal, though. I think that if it comes to a point where it would be beneficial for me to move, then I would definitely consider that. Especially since, you know, I've already bounced platforms multiple times, so I'm not as beholden to one. I think in my head when I started streaming, I thought it would have been nice to have everything on YouTube where you can get all my live streaming stuff and all my VOD stuff all in one spot. And I think there's a couple of reasons that didn't work out. It probably still wouldn't work out. I think one of those is relatively new. So I think that YouTube is still trying to figure out how to make a good interface for streaming as a streamer and as a viewer. I think that I was always confused as a viewer of like, how do you find live streams on this thing? And you know, nobody found me. But then again, odds are nobody would have found me on Twitch at that time either. So that was a big part of why I bounced. But even now, a lot of large creators in an assortment of spaces have resorted to either streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube, or creating a separate channel to host all of their streaming content instead of hosting their streams on their main channel. Because the problem with it is that the algorithm looks at the performance of videos and then adjusts based on how the last video performed. And generally speaking, live streams run longer and generate fewer views and have lower engagement. So, for example, if it's a 3-hour stream, and like if someone's watching a 5-minute video and they stick around for 3 minutes, that's 3 out of 5, like 60% of the video. And YouTube says, all right, people watch 60% of this person's video, let's show more of that. If they watch 3 minutes of a 3-hour live stream, then that view percentage is way lower, and then the algorithm just pushes their future videos less. So then it actually becomes detrimental for larger creators to host live streams on their main channel, because it actually tanks the numbers of their VODs afterwards, which is what their primary business is. So they end up doing other weird things like creating second channels or streaming on a different platform entirely. So yeah, it may take a little bit of time before YouTube figures all that stuff out. Alright, moving on. Definitely something to consider though, because I understand that, as proven by Mixer, even is that people are more beholden. The streamer's reach only goes so far. In terms of, Ninja at the time was the #1 streamer in the world, and when he left Twitch, people would rather have stayed on Twitch than to watch their favorite streamer, which is kind of crazy to me. But that's how it is, and I understand that if I left for YouTube, then I think most of you guys would probably stay on Twitch, and that's something to consider. I don't blame you for that. I didn't really watch any Mixer either, and I don't watch YouTube streams. I think that it's funny, like, I watch a lot of Harris Heller videos, the Alpha Gaming stuff for streaming advice, and when he moved to YouTube, I saw his numbers like tanked. He gets like less than half the viewership now, and I find myself not really watching his stuff on YouTube either, and part of it is because it's on YouTube for streaming and not Twitch. Even though it's literally the exact same stream. For everybody here, do you watch streams outside of Twitch at all, or do you try and keep all your streaming viewing to the same spot? Like, I would watch Mixer out of curiosity like once or twice. And yeah, YouTube, like, once in a blue moon, but hardly ever. Does Lo-Fi Beats count as a YouTube stream? Technically, yes, but that's not necessarily what I was thinking. More like personality or content-driven stuff rather than just here is a running radio. But yes, I technically then, if we were to count that as part of the definition, then yes, I listen to the lo-fi stream on YouTube, Lo-Fi Girl. Okay, let's go and whip that around. There we go. A little bit of a line there. Take those. Ooh. Cut that all the way down. Top 5, top 3. Top 2. All right, keep it cool. Keep it cool. Two, 3. At this point, we should probably just be building up for a Tetris, shouldn't we? Uh-oh. Alright, we may not need to build up. We may not need to build up. Here we go. They're firing back. They're firing back. Let's see if we can hold out long enough. There we go. Serve them another 3. They're not in the danger zone right now. Tetris. Another one. Uh-oh. There it is! Got him! Woo! Took a little bit. It was a little bit of a walk. What time is it now? It took like an hour and a half to get the first dub of the day, but we got there. We got there.
Game over.
Gotta celebrate. Everything. With the rim, the done. Cat loving it.
I need to add more stuff to this. Dude, this cat's so ridiculous. Okay, bail out. GG's everybody. Jofha, good game. Anybody else here? Tista, Trent, Marcher Schwartz. If you're in here, let me know. Switch, there you are. At 48th. Okay. I see a Jared G. I don't know. I don't think that's our Jared here. A guy. What other? Oh man, I sounded like full Batman there. I'm Batman. Just a really gruff voice. I haven't. Is my coffee? Oh no, I've still got a little bit left. I should drink some water though. I haven't had any today. I have. Are you guys good with drinking water? Your 8 glasses a day? I very much am not. There we go. Stay hydrated. I think the times where I actually drink most consistently are on stream, but if I have coffee here, I'm gonna drink the coffee first. I think the coffee's about. I always got a bit of coffee left. Okay, let's go rack a couple up. 1, 0. You don't think you hit 8 glasses, you drink at least 2 bottles per weekday, 3 to 4 on days where you stream. Oh, nice. I think I drink less Well, since I moved to the Twitch mug, because I used to use the Slurpee cups and those had more water and I was more inclined to drink. Because with this thing, I find that I don't have enough to get me through a full stream, so I end up drinking less. But yeah, water is important. I think I've seen some ridiculous stories of toxic masculinity. And I think one of the craziest ones that I've seen come up multiple times is the idea of men not drinking water because it's not a masculine enough drink. And that is absolutely wild to me. Y'all are really so conscious about fitting some sort of perception of what it means to be a man, that you will deprive yourself of the literal fluid that it takes for that everybody needs to survive. Energy drink can't death juice or something? Ooh, I have no idea. I mean, if that's what it takes, I would rather you do that than not drink water at all, because it's not manly enough. I actually remember. So shoutouts to my former coworker and friend DG. This was years ago. We were at it was lunchtime at work, and we were sitting around the lunch table, and he was like, "I've got an idea. Why don't we sell water, but in a can? Because no one sells water in a can." And like, we had this big argument about, you know, water in a can doesn't work because people want to see the water and how clear it is. That is a big selling point of water and why people haven't done it. And a couple of weeks ago, we went to the grocery store and we saw water in a can. Oh, maybe he got it off the ground. I don't know if it's successful or not, but DG was right. Somebody else had the same idea and made it happen. Liquid death. All right. Water in a can. Ugh. I mean, nothing wrong with water in a can, but the idea that we have to trick ourselves into drinking water. Literal, like, life fluid of humanity. There we go. Man, one of my favorite, it makes me think of, I mean, this is less of a, I mean, kind of the same thing. One of my favorite accounts on the internet is Scrub Quotes on Twitter, and just the idea of the scrub mentality. I've always wanted to write a post about Scrub Quotes, but I haven't. I struggle to articulate, like, what am I trying to say? I think there's a duality of, like, I understand that people, it comes from a place of people not understanding certain things, or, well, some of it is not understanding. A lot of the times it's just people not willing to admit that they don't know as much as they think they do. Or and people just, like, they're the scrub mentality, if you will. But yeah, Scrub Quotes are some of my favorite. Hey fellas, is it gay to drink substance that makes up 70% of your body? Absolutely. You've had boxed water before. I've seen that as well. Actually reminded me for a high school project. It was for, we had to create an advertising campaign for a product. You have to come up with the product and then create an ad campaign for the product. And we kind of put an extra challenge of on ourselves of, like, can we sell something really stupid and make a cool campaign out of it? And our idea was colored water. It was just water. There was nothing. It was water in a different color, not even flavored, just colored. But we called it Bling, and then we had this whole campaign about, you know, people individualizing it. Like, this is my Bling. I like the blue one because it speaks to me on this personal. We've just put all these extra meanings to it that weren't there. It's just colored water. we aced the project, which is great. But I don't think anybody has sold colored water. Yeah, for any scrub quotes on the internet, one of my favorite spots. Just seeing the hot takes, the bad takes. I'm just like, oh man, this thing is broken. And like, scrub quotes have existed since the dawn of time. Like, one of my all-time favorite scrub. This is, I cannot remember who this is by, and I blocked myself and ended it there. And I remember reading this quote of someone from centuries ago, eons ago, and they had said something along the lines of, writing is bad for you because writing weakens your memory. Like, someone literally said writing, the concept of writing an idea down or communicating by writing was a bad idea. It was too... Yeah, scrub quotes go all the way back. Yeah, poorly aged quotes. And GG's, everybody. One of my favorite Bill Gates ones was something along the lines of, you could fit like all of the knowledge of humanity or something all on one CD. You're never gonna need more than one CD worth of space. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. Hold up, hair check, vibe check. How's the hair looking? It's okay. It's okay. Are we doing all right here? I'm trying to get. I think I need. You finished 15th. All right, GG's. I'm trying to perfect the look. I think I need like a mousse or a hairspray. I have a sort of like a waxy substance, and I think it just needs more volume so it's not like glued down to my head. Oh, we'll work on that. I'm looking to transition out of my old hairstyles and into something that still looks cool while also being a little more mature. I can't be like spiked hair forever. Although you guys haven't seen me with spikes, like my hair styled, in like years. Pretty much since the pandemic started, I haven't done my hair. More spikes? Oh man, I've had some spiky hair in the past. I mean, one of the pictures is here, the one with the red and the yellow hair. That was my hair for a while. Some of that stuff is pretty cringe at this point. But no, spikes were fun. I think that they definitely had a time and place, and probably an age too. I think I am too old for that look at this point, so I need to find something a little more grown up. There we go. I guess if I was to make it, would probably still work on stream, where you could be a little more outward with that. But, and I guess we're not even gonna be in the office anymore really either, so I could probably still pull it off. But I kind of don't want to. Imagine being grown up, Yin. Ugh. Once you get here, I mean, there's a couple things about being, at least wait till you're 30 before you get rid of the spikes. Yep. Oh, Ian. Yin, one of the things about growing up is that you will get old and be like, when do I grow up? It's not like a switch is flipped and all of a sudden you are just an adult, at least in the way that you feel on the inside. You'll probably come to the realization of like, I'm just an old kid. I have come to realize when I still feel like when I grow up I want to be this or do this thing. You won't get there. I hope it's more of a mentality thing versus actually living. I hope you live a long and prosperous life. But yeah, that idea, I don't know. I think I just grew up with this idea that when you become an adult, a certain level, you would just naturally hit a certain level of maturity. You'd flip the switch and then it's just like, well, I'm an adult now and now I do these things, and I just shift into that mentality of being, and no, that doesn't happen. You don't grow up with and just have all the answers. No. You're just winging it as you always were. And your parents were winging it too, as were your grandparents. We're all just trying to figure it out. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. At least we got through there. I don't know if we're gonna live long enough. There we go. Well, at least here in the States, all the stereotypes are essentially impossible for teachers. Yep, I mean, that is a big factor here as well in the Toronto area, right? If you... I mean, some of those big things of, well, getting married. I think fewer adults are doing it and they're getting married later in life. Buying a home is basically impossible for anybody here in the city when there are houses that are literally inhabitable. There are condemned homes that are selling for over $1 million. How is anyone supposed to afford that? No one feels grown up because it looks so much different than what our parents had. Yep, it's kind of crazy when parents are like, oh, or the older generation is like, why do you still live with your parents? Why don't you have kids? Why don't you live in your own house? I was able to buy my own house when I was 22 years old. Like, yeah, like the economy, the world is very different from what it was back then. It's not realistic at this point. Well, I saw something about millennials only having 10% of the world's worth, and Mark Zuckerberg himself has 4 of it. It's something crazy like that. The world has changed. It absolutely has changed. And the standards by which the boomer generation lived on are just not the same as what the world is now. When I grew up, I thought that I would be married and have a home and have kids by the time I turned 25, and that very much did not happen. Now Steph and I got together a little later. It took a long time before we could get a house, and that even then there were circumstances that helped facilitate that happening. That not everybody's in a position to have. Still don't have kids. 4% and millennials have 8. So he has half of all the millennial world. Yeah, it's insane. So yeah, it's just not feasible for us to live the same type of life that they did. Oh no, I should have just done the thing. Now we're in big trouble. Okay. Oh, I should have saved that piece. Should save that piece. Oh no! Not liking where this is going. Not at all. Here. Okay. Down. Down. Oh no. No. Oh no! That piece, that one piece has doomed me over and over again. And that was my fault. I just keep making the same mistake. He should buy a Switch. Or buy you a Switch. Yeah, that'd be nice. The OLED version though, right? He can afford it. Mark Zuckerberg can afford it. Bobby GG's. Consumerism is still pretty high. Yeah. But it's hard. Life's different. Just certain things, certain milestones that we just can't hit, or like are a real struggle to hit, of buying your own place and you know, people getting married, having kids. People are having fewer kids. I think the stat, like everyone thought like, oh, we're gonna have like a pandemic baby boom, and that didn't happen. It actually went down. We can't live minimalistic lives. It's harder to. I just think the economy, there were way more jobs back then that paid better. And just life has changed, and the circumstances people are in. And so the whole idea of being young and married and having a house, the white picket fence at whatever time in the, you know, from 20 to 30, just unrealistic for a lot of people. And you know, is it a good thing? It's a different thing. I mean, I was gonna say, is it a good thing or a bad thing? And I was just gonna say bad, but I don't know if that's there are a lot of people who are still trying to live that up to that standard, and it's not realistic anymore. Yeah. Congrats on getting your spot when you did. I think that having real estate of some sort is definitely better than not, if you can, with the value going up the way it is. The price, like Steph and I are not in a position to move right now, but seeing the potential valuation of this house go, like, we haven't made any changes or anything, but the price of this has almost, I wouldn't say double, it's up like almost 50% since we bought it. It's crazy. And you know, I was putting the same amount. It's definitely better if you have the thing versus not having the thing, but getting a house in the first place is so hard, especially with the rules of financing and stuff, of having to have the minimum down payment. And it's just how do you live how do you live and save? How do you have that much in savings that you can even make the minimum? And back to living with family or renting. Yeah. Because yeah, people want the house, and then the expenses that come with it, your property taxes and your electricity bill, your gas, your cable, all that stuff. Yeah, that's awesome for you, Miss Independent. Yeah, oh my goodness. We had, you know, remember a couple of weeks back, we had the air conditioner guy here because our air conditioner was broken. recently got the bill for, not for the air conditioner guy, like I do, that was not cheap, but I'm grateful we had to go through it. We had to go and get that fixed. That said, the bill came in for the gas and not the, like the heating and the air conditioning and stuff, because we were running it way longer than we thought we were because the air conditioning wasn't working, and we paid double what we usually do. That sucked. That bill sucked. So thank goodness we ended up getting it fixed. I know it sucks right now, but having to pay long term, it would have costed us way more to have not gotten that fixed. The only friend from college who owns a home was only able to do so because of a significant inheritance with his grandmother. Yeah. For those in my age group, or our age group, that have, it comes down to something like that, right? Most of my friends, and we are at the age that we are in, and most of them don't own a place. They either still live with their parents, or they're renting, because, and you know, it's the equivalent of a mortgage, but how do you even save enough for a down payment when you're trying to also pay for school, which was tens of thousands of dollars on top of other things? Oh, we didn't put the dub counter up. We should do that. Okay, after this game, actually, can I do, let's see if we can update the stream while we're here. I think we can do it. Dubs, Maximus, and Dubs. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm a pro streamer, guys. I promise. Oh, nope. No. Okay. There. Oh, we've made this so bad. Okay, we'll work through it. There we go. Gotta have the dub counter, absolutely. How else will anyone know that we got the dubs all day? How expensive is college over there? You finished 56th? So I don't know what college rates were. I can speak to roughly how much they were at the time when I was going to post-secondary education. Like, if you wanted to go to the University of Toronto, for example, that was gonna cost $5,000 a semester-ish Canadian, so let's say $4,000 US. And if you wanted to live on residence, that was going to cost a lot more. It was not unusual to have debt in the, if you were living out on res. I think that having a debt of over 6 figures was not out of the ordinary. Not knocking people who go down payment money now. Tells me that she would have given me some down payment money if she had some money to. Oh. Who got down payment? Yeah. And no, yeah, JF Raptor. It's like the reality is for a lot for millennials that are able to get a home. It oftentimes comes down to something like that, because it's not realistic to save that kind of money for a down payment. I mean, you're talking north of $10,000, and like who just has that? In the States, went to a private college, $28K per year for tuition only. Couldn't have gone if not for scholarships. Yeah, $28K a year is nuts. Yeah, that's a lot more than Canada. I remember, like, years ago, we had a US recruiter come up to our school to sell us on the idea of going to the States for college, and one of the benefits was for them, compared to the Canadian system, was the idea that if you've got the grades, you can go to whatever school you want. And that's not true here per se. Of like here you're not necessarily guaranteed. You might have the grades, they might choose other people, like, and that might not even be true in the States either. At least that was what we were told at the time. But yeah, the upfront cost was a lot more from what I remember in the States versus Canada. And yeah, Canada was, I remember, because I went to, I guess, the equivalent of community college in the States, and it was about half the price of what university is over here. Yeah, and I have no idea how much a college education is in your part of the world. I hope it's not too crazy though. All right. I think, yeah, one of the benefits, I had the grades to go to university, and I decided not to. I think primarily because, like, I went to like community college instead, and part of it was price, but the big thing was that it had a program that I really wanted to take that I couldn't take in a university. But one of the benefits was not long after, I didn't have a lot of debt coming out of school, and I was able to pay off whatever was left. Well, I didn't have any because I paid for my tuition just out of my own savings from my part-time job. And so not having to worry about that once I started working in the real world was a pretty big benefit. All right, top 10. Higher education is free here. That's incredible, yeah. Yeah, take advantage of that, because that is not the same everywhere in the world, and higher education can be very expensive in different parts of the world, as you're seeing here. And, you know, having that education can go a long way towards helping you establish the next part of your life. Yeah, free higher education. That's amazing. All right, top 8. There we go. Slip that in there. Down. I remember this is a random aside, but still related to higher education. This was years ago, reading an article about a certain group of people who wouldn't leave university. I remember it was a story about multiple people. I think U of T was one of the schools covered, where there was a certain person who had taken the same program 12 times in a row. And I think they had to kick him out because they needed to make room for people who hadn't done the course yet. And I just found that kind of odd that there's a sect of people just taking the same courses, or who just refuse to leave school, and they're literally taking the same courses over and over again. Which, yeah, you're within your rights to do, but usually people think of it as, this is my stepping stone towards my next phase in life, and there are people who just like, nah, this is my life. This is what I want it to be forever and ever. And the challenges and complications that creates. All right, we're also top 2. Tetris. Yeah, we should probably concentrate on that here at least a little bit. We're top 2, and yeah, here. That's a good spot, right? Put that there, put that there. Combos. I didn't want to block that. We're creating too many hazards here. Okay, there we go. There's the line. There's the line. Yes! Okay. Nice. Keep going. Can't stop. Won't stop. There it is. Got him. That was a really nice string. Just getting those lines down. GG's. GG's.
Game over.
As we do, another one. We got the line at the end. Got him.
All right, let's go back over. GG's to everybody here. If you're on this list, let me know. Gimmicks. Jokester. Ryulu. Okay. Second is your alt account. JF Raptor says, however, if for example you're studying to be a doctor and you only way to get there is to incur the debt. You'll pay off within 10 years once you're making doctor money. It's one way of breaking this poverty cycle. Yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense. And if you want to be a doctor, that's how you do it, and that's really the only way to do it. But that's not really the case for everyone. You finished 56? Damn. And I remember seeing, this was a long time ago now, so I don't know how relevant these stats are, especially in light of the pandemic and shortages and stuff. But there was a stat about graduates in Ontario and how every year 10,000 students graduate in, teachers college. So we have 10,000 brand new teachers, or like eligible teachers. And on the other hand, only 4,000 teachers retire every year. So there was just 6,000 people every year that just didn't get jobs. And where do you go? I think one of my friends finished teachers college like almost maybe more than a decade ago at this point, and he bounced around, and like even now he's like a substitute teacher at this point. He doesn't know where he's working from day to day, but he hasn't been able to get a full-time gig in teaching despite at this point almost a decade of experience. It's nuts. 6K feels bad, man. Yeah. Being a millennial adult is tough. The world that we thought we were getting into ended up not being what it is at all. At least the world that our parents set up, like trying to achieve that, not gonna work. And I wonder what the future will be like for the yins of the world, the generation after us, the Gen Zs. I hope it's better than what we had. And yeah, having to deal with markets crashing and stuff and pandemics and oof. Not fun. Yeah, do you have any idea what you would like to be when you grow up? You don't have to have, if you haven't thought that far ahead, that's fine. Absolutely no idea. Fair enough. Fair enough. I had ideas. I'm still kicking around ideas of what I might want to do. My parents still... Growing up as a kid, I used to say like I wanted to work at a video rental store. That was a thing that I'd said as a little kid. Wanting to be a taxi driver is a thing I've said. Wanting to be a professional baseball player, play basketball. definitely were dreams of mine at one point. What else? You had the rental store face too. Oh man, I mean, we would have had a run. We could have had a couple good years in there working at the Blockbuster, or for the Canadians here, the Jumbo Video, but not the most lucrative career in retrospect. I also, in high school, I remember having big dreams. One of my shout-outs to my friend Cassandra, and we were like, yeah, one of these days we're gonna start up our own magazine. Oof. Imagine. Like launching a magazine is already tough enough as is, but now in the modern times where online has pretty much killed the magazine industry, being in the magazine bit, thankfully we didn't do that. And we didn't know back then, and we had the internet back then, but we didn't think it was going to completely destroy magazines. And I mean, they still exist, but it's definitely not the same. And in the world of video games, like, there's Game Informer, which largely exists because of GameStop, and then there's the super specialty stuff in the UK, where they're kind of like almost collector item things of like, here's this big retrospective on the Super Nintendo and the history of it. It's a different thing rather than just here's the magazine with all the news and rumors and reviews of modern games, because all of that you can just get online. Internet killed the yep, the magazine star. Right? Imagine wanting to, even like making content. The idea of wanting to write for a site like an IGN or a Kotaku, and that's a dated idea. And I think potentially, I mean, even just the idea of a video game website now is kind of it's a bumpy road unless you're IGN or GameStop or GameSpot. Like, there isn't really a market for that stuff anymore, and they don't pay as well. And for the average person, you might actually have a better chance of making it as a streamer. At the very least, it's a much higher ceiling than, you know, getting the job at Kotaku or any other sort of content farm and just writing game news about games you don't care about. All of those other of course, I have no understanding of what the appeal of their service actually is. Yeah. Even a place like Giant Bomb, I love Giant Bomb, but why would you go to Giant Bomb in 2021? Go listen to the Giant Bombcast, get it on iTunes or Spotify, and then watch the videos on YouTube. Like, the conversation's moved. It's happening on Twitter, it's happening on TikTok. Like, I still remember, like, turning point moment for me in the last year was, you know, me just out of curiosity ask Steph, like, can you show me what video game TikTok looks like? And there was this video under hashtag video games that was these two sort of Jersey dude bros that were like, my top 5 video game. I can't do the accent, the Jersey accent. Top 5 video games: Call of Duty, Mario Kart, screw the blue shell. Like, that was the level of discourse that was happening in this video, and it had over 500,000 views. Like, oh, this is the entirety of my blogging career in terms of numbers, and they did it in a 45-second video where they were just yelling at the camera that they like Call of Duty and Mario Kart. Like, why wouldn't I move to here? So yeah, the conversation's moved, and it's just not really at a website anymore. And especially for like an individual creator, where where, yeah, you're probably better off just making your own thing. There we go. You're also primarily a writer. You'll just accept that you are doomed to put your creative energy into a project that won't do all that great. And I mean, like, I also write, and I put a lot of time into the writing. We got multiple posts going every week, and yeah, I understand what choice I am making when I put my energy towards the blog rather than putting it towards, and this the eternal struggle for me of, like, I really want to make more YouTube videos, but then I spent all this time writing. And in the last couple of months, like, I've written tons of Pokemon TGC posts. Like, the last I checked, I've got stuff scheduled TGC related for every week through October. Like, I've written so much stuff about TGC, and it's like, why don't I put that time towards making videos? Even just making videos about Pokemon TGC that'll probably do better. But, like, I like writing. I still like writing. Oh wait, did we have to update the counter, right? Yeah, we're supposed to be at 2. If you can get the SEO going, then the blog will generate more views, generally speaking. Like, the in third person definitely generates more traffic than the Twitch stream. But the ceiling on the Twitch stream is way higher than the website. Oh, come on! Alright, top 4. Top 2. Oh no. Okay, we gotta to clean this up. Down. All right. Get these over here. We haven't seen a big attack yet, which might mean it's coming, which might mean they're on the ropes. I don't know just yet. Okay, sure, T-spin. Oh, here it comes. They're on the brink. I can see it in the corner of my eye. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Here it comes. 1, 2. I know I created a gap there. I want that Tetris. And oh no. I know I've made some concessions here, hopefully for long-term gain. It may not pay off, though. Uh-oh. Okay. Down. Down. Can we finish this off? Come on. Down. Ah. Nope. Why did I block that? Why did I block that? There we go. There's the line. There's the line. Is that going to be enough, though? I don't... There it is! Got him! Woo! That was a good one. That was a good one. GG's. GG's. Hey, we leveled up too! Love to see it. Love to see it.
Game over.
Going off a 3-peat, 3 dubs today. Let's go. It took a little bit, but now we're here. Now we're here.
Okay, let's update this counter. 3. And no, we didn't count the win last time, so 3. Now you can just update the win counter twice in one sitting. Absolutely. Let's see if there's anyone else here we recognize. There you go. JF Raptor 42. There it is. Yeah, I continue to write. Like, one, I I enjoy the process. We'll take a second here to chat. Because, yeah, we've been running in third person for Quagsire for Smash World. Welcome. Can you see my last message? You got your 7th Maximus on your first game of the day. Congratulations. And sorry, I didn't see that message earlier. Let me go and drop the air horn for you. Drop some money as well. Sorry, got caught up in the wins and stuff. Like, why do I continue to write in a world where everything is blocked? Do I still have the browser up? No, I do not. Did I close it? Nope. This is Twitch analytics here. Part of why I continue to write, and I've been doing this for over a decade now, is that I enjoy the creative process and expressing my thoughts and ideas in this particular format, being able to think about the words that I want to say and put them in the right spots. I think that I value that a lot, and I enjoy doing it in this particular way. I like the convenience of it. I can write blog posts on my phone. I can write when I'm at the computer, and it's just easy for me. And like, I'm fairly quick when I've got an idea and just write it all out and just put it out there. So it's convenient. It helps relieve these ideas that I have in my head. I just have to put them out into the universe and sculpt it in a particular way. And I do this, because it is fulfilling for me to get those ideas out, and this is a efficient way for me to do it. That said, it may not necessarily generate the most traffic. I think the site does. The site as a whole does pretty well. I mean, it's far better than I ever thought it would. I think especially now it's being carried largely by streaming advice stuff. But no, I still do it because I like the act of expressing that stuff. It's a lot different on YouTube, where on top of me writing basically the equivalent of a blog post, actually probably more, is then I have to go and sit in front of a camera and then record that and then edit it, and it takes and I can't do that on my phone. It takes so much effort to say that thing. And double jump, Chris and Rachel, thank you so much. Okay.
Chris and Rachel, thank you so much for renewing your sub.
Oh, I mistimed that. I'll drop a bomb for you anyway. And some paper. Welcome, 29 months. Yeah, much love to you both. Oh, geez. Yeah, with the videos, it's so hard, like, to sit there and think about the script and write it and get the B-roll. And it's in the time that it would take me to make one video. Let's pull up a video here. Just as an example, and I love to make them. I should do, like,
so you're looking to play more.
Oh gosh, right. Pull up the browser again. This video here, where I'm talking about, Fire Emblem, Three Houses, and other games of that style. The time it took me to make this video, I could have made 5 or 6 blog posts. And I think about it in terms of I could have made 5 or 6 of these, or I could have made one of these. But this got viewed way more than, any 5 or 6 random posts on the site. So at some point, I'll do it. I'll do it. Right now, the biggest thing holding me back is that I play way too much Pokemon TGC. It's so fun, though. And Double Jump says, think that's... Pants, what's up? Thanks for the raid. Party of 20 raiders. What's going on? What were you playing today, Pants? I know you haven't been playing as much Roko, but what were you up to these days? And aloha. Man, I need to get back to Hawaii at some point. I love it out there. Rachel and I are sticking to Let's Plays at the moment. You're having a great time editing the videos for now. So, Chris, you're the one who edits the videos. And yeah, Let's Plays are definitely easier to edit in terms of, yeah, you're playing like one sequence and then, yeah, you'll splice in stuff here and there and zoom in on your faces or what. I know you do some edits and fast forwards and things like that. It's definitely easier to do something like that than, say, a commentary video of here you're talking and you're splicing in video and all that. But it's definitely a time consuming thing. And it can, when the video doesn't hit, like, oof. When a blog post doesn't hit, it's fine. No one sees the number and it's, you know, it's between you and it probably didn't take as long. But when you spend 20 hours on a video and 5 people watch it, And so it's, but you have to take the high risk, high reward, right? And Raiders, how did the stream go? Whoever time to edit a video does it. Nice. All right, so for all the Raiders here, we're playing Tetris 99, and if you happen to have Tetris 99 on the Switch, you can play with me. It doesn't have a party system, unfortunately, so what we do is there's going to be a countdown on this side of the screen, and on go, press A at the same time as me, and that gives us our best chance at being in the same lobby. So countdown starting now. If you don't want to play, you just want to hang out, that's cool too. Yes, air horns. And we'll get into some hot Tetris action in a sec. Ian says, yeah, blog posts are ammunition. A specific one doesn't matter too much until something... Yeah. I think the easiest thing, the transition from blogging to YouTube, I don't think is as bad because you can just take a blog post and then record voiceover for it, stick some video game footage, and there's your video. That's basically your script. Streaming's fun, but it's a lot harder to make like focused content around it unless you're going out of your way to make specific parts of your stream into content, which I've tried to do. I try to do that at least once a stream. I unfortunately don't have anything like that prepared today, so we're just going off vibes. I hope the vibe check is good. Rachel and I are at least able to bounce off each other, even we have creative differences, you know? Yeah? You tried that approach and it does not work for you. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know how much prep you did. I know you had like a very involved thing with the dungeon creation thing. Usually, and I mean, I prepare segments like I used to do when I was on the radio of just like, here's a bullet point. Like literally I have four bullet points on this thing and that's it. And then you just kind of riff on it. Like I'll have some sort of idea of what I want to say, but I don't necessarily have it as a fully planned out thing, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Sometimes it ends up just being a rambly mess. And yeah, having another person does help, at the very least in the logic. If I had a video editor, I would probably crank out way more videos because I don't have the time. And even if I had one, I would probably be way too picky. I'd have to, unless I could mind meld with someone and just to be like, this is exactly what I want and the type of cuts and the zooms and all that, like, I would be too much of a control freak to let someone else do it. Until I had enough experience with that person where they just knew, all right, they recorded this thing, they're gonna want to do this thing and splice in this music and so on and so forth. Ian says, your approach is how I prepped for the blog stream the other day and it worked way better, although it was just chatting, so yeah. Oh, I enjoyed that one. Just going off the vibes. It didn't feel like it was overly structured. Yeah, you have to find the balance of like prep and just kind of going with the flow. On the radio, okay, here on the radio it's different. Because if you're like, I'm not talking about the morning show host thing, but like when you're listening on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's just the one host, and they come on the radio and they're gonna tell you about the episode of The Bachelor last night. Some people, I think that ends up being a more structured thing because they also have to time it. right? You have to hit your spots within a certain number of seconds or a minute, and that ends up being a much more structured and scripted thing a lot of the time. You don't have the opportunity to ramble. And so you practice your bits, and then you say it live, and you hope you nailed it. Versus here, where I kind of have the freedom of, this is the thing I want to talk about, and then I can ramble about it forever. Rachel said, has the same thing, though. You like control, having your own vision, even though a dedicated editor will help out. Yeah, absolutely. Like, even now, on the stream, I'm still hitting tons of buttons and zooming in on my face whenever I'm changing between different cameras and making it rain. Like, sad rain versus happy rain. Like, I kind of want it to be presented in a very specific way from moment to moment, and not just like, all right, we turned the camera on, good, let's go hit some buttons. And I would have a hard time giving up control. Although, like, even with the channel point stuff, I've had tons of ideas, but there are certain things where, like, I don't know if I want to give you guys that level of control. Because I'd want it to still be presented in a certain way. Like, the tech for the channel points is pretty nuts. Like, I could give you the ability to shut off the stream with channel points if I wanted to. And I don't think I'm ready to give you that kind of control. You turn a mist drop into a TST. Nice. Also, this is looking kind of rough. No, we gotta hit this Tetris here. Yep. And let's try a T-spin. There we go. Also, I didn't see Pants. What were you streaming by chance? I don't. Again, apologies if you answered that above. Just make sure it costs like 100K, so Randy's basically the only person that can do it. Maybe. 143,000. Holy cow. I know there's one streamer, Fire Dragon. He has, I don't know if he still has it, but he had a channel point reward where if you cashed in 1,000,000 points, he would send a handwritten thank you letter to you. And a couple of people actually saved up 1,000,000 points. Splitgate and Fall Guys. What is Splitgate? I am very familiar with Fall Guys. We haven't played it here in a bit, but yeah, did you get any dubs in Fall Guys? I have never won. Also haven't played very much of Fall Guys, but when I was playing it, I didn't manage to win. I got to final round a couple times. Couldn't close it out though. Like Halo and Portal mixed. Oh, dude, that sounds sick. Yeah, like a competitive shooter with portals would be crazy. Your first night playing streaming. Did you like it? No wins? Damn. Oh, your first night playing Fall Guys and didn't win. Ah, you'll get them next time. It's a tough game. Like, I think it's fun and I enjoy what it's trying to do, but as someone who enjoys competitive video games, Fall Guys drives me nuts. Oh my goodness, almost top 10. Fall Guys yeah, I think that there is too much RNG in Fall Guys for me to take it as seriously as I would like. But that's also why the RNG is what makes that game so popular, because it's something that a casual player can feel like they're being more competitive and be more competitive in, because there's a higher chance that, you know, something will break in their favor or not. And yeah, for those just tuning in, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Personal look at video games, board games, other nerdy pursuits, playing some Tetris, chatting Fall Guys. Is that out now on the Switch and the Xbox? Oh, JF Raptor got top 5. Let me zoom out here. Sorry you didn't get the win, but you got close. Closer than me. Let's do a couple more. I'm really hoping I can stream It Takes Two. I'll have to check. Maybe after the stream, I'll see if It Takes Two runs on my PC. Harry, GG's. We'll make it rain for Harry one time. The pursuit of your Tetris Maximus continues. Yeah, one of these days. If you've gotten second, so if you can get second, you can get first. All right. Not seeing anybody else here. Jeez. Take a quick stretch here. Everybody, if you haven't, if you've been sitting down for a long time, take a stretch. Stretch out some stuff. Oh, I had an embarrassing moment the other day. Steph and I were lying in bed, and I went to get out of the bed, and I twisted my back weird, and I couldn't move. I needed to get out of bed, and I couldn't do it because I just twisted weird, and I was like, oh, I'm done. Rip. This is my life now. I can't even get out of bed without injuring myself. Oh. All right, let's queue up another match. Countdown in the chat. So this one. 20 seconds. I remember clowning Steve. I don't know if there are any other basketball fans here. Steve Nash, all-time Canadian great, Phoenix Suns legend. His career ended when he sustained a back injury by lifting luggage from his car. That is the story. And messed up his back, and I used to clown him for ending his career in that way. Like I know it's cruel to make fun of someone who lost their career because they lifted luggage under any circumstances, but now that I am of an older age, I get it. I get it. I'm not even nearly as physically active as Steve Nash, and just random things of trying to get out of bed can hurt. Yeah, and this is what you have to look forward to when you get older. Getting old sucks, absolutely. Okay, we'll put that there. I know I created a double dependency on the eyepiece. There we go. Fixed it. Gotta do something to stay fit. Absolutely. I should. Steph and I did take a long walk yesterday, which is great. That's something. We have exercise equipment. Like, we bought a treadmill. I've never set foot on it, but we have it in the house. We have an exercise bike that we got last year. I haven't set foot on it. I've got Ring Fit. I haven't played that in like a year and a half. I gotta do it. You want to take up boxing, but you're also paranoid about the virus. You're vaccinated, but still. Oh yeah, I would. I'd hold off on boxing for the time being, unless you get one of those dummies that that looks like the upper half of a human being, and then you watch some YouTube videos and punch that for a while. That could be fun. Also, boxing is exhausting. Yeah, great workout. My oh god, yep, I'm turning 30 moment happened a couple of weeks ago. Straining your back while doing the dishes. Yep, there it is. There it is. You hate to see it. There's a club not too far, classes and such, and it's non-contact, so we have our own bags at least. Okay. Yeah, based on, like, I thought since, you know, more people have gotten vaccinated that we were going to be out of this whole situation, and I'm starting to get the sense that we're not. I'm starting to get the sense that it's going to take a bit longer, because we haven't hit the saturation rate in a way that we need to for this thing to really go away. So we might have to put our lives on hold a little longer. You had your first kid at 25. We just had another baby this year at 38. Parenting at 38 is way harder than 25. Oh. You can't imagine. Man, as someone with no kids, I'm going to have to take your word for it. But yeah, I guess you maybe not have the same energy to keep up. And again, congrats on the kids, though. Doing work rather than being with them. Your parents are exhausted. Yeah, maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. For the time being, I am the kid of this house. I have the Pokemon cards to prove it. Oh man, kids, jeez. Actually, I'm not gonna name names, but I saw on Reddit someone posted a picture of. It was my son's 7th birthday, so I bought them a box of Chilling Reign Pokemon cards, which is the newest set. And here are the pulls. And you see there's the picture of the 10 cards that are in sleeves and top loaders. And I'm like, right. The 7-year-old kid really wanted a $100 box of Pokemon cards and wanted to put all these really fancy ones in the sleeves and the top loaders to not play with. That's exactly what the 7-year-old wanted, right? Right? Yeah, Steph told me if that I got her Pokemon cards for her birthday, she would kill me. Yeah, hashtag for the kids. Yeah, the classic, I got this for you, but really it's for me kind of gift. Finish 32nd. Ah, GG's. In retrospect, for all us old timers on the stream, what are things that you regret either not doing or not spending more time doing when you were younger? Now that you're like, oh, old age, and now it's just harder to get around to that thing. Or the moment has passed and you just can't do that thing anymore. What is it? The gym, hands down? Ah. I regret stopping working out when I did. In my early 20s, I had weights. I think they might still be at my parents' house now, actually. Where I was working out regularly at the house and I'd gained 20 pounds of muscle. And I was really happy with the one time in my life where I was really happy with my physical appearance. And then I suffered repeated like neck strains that just stopped me from lifting anything. And then I just stopped. And it's so hard to get back into the habit of working out. I see the chat's flying. I love to see it. Unfortunately, the blocks are moving a little fast. I'm gonna need a second to catch up. I apologize. Please understand. This is good, though. This is good. Some things I regret not doing when I was younger. I think learning how to play an instrument is a big one. Like, I wish I was more proficient at either the guitar or the piano or any sort of non-rhythmic instrument. Like, I am a mediocre drum player at best, but I can do that. That's a cool skill that I loved having, even if I haven't played drums in a very long time. Uh-oh. And I was able to figure that out in adulthood. But a musical instrument like a piano or guitar, that would have been nice. I gave up way too soon, and I never took lessons or anything. GG's. Let's go check the leaderboard, see if we can shout out anybody else. I heard JF Raptors in here somewhere. There you go, 32nd. And then we'll catch up on the chat. Better luck next time, Jenna, on the Snorlax. Scroll all the way back up. Oh, just going off. So yeah, we'll come back to the game and shout out whoever wins at the end. But let me catch up on the chat here. For us, especially Rachel, Mom knows that Pokemon cards are a simple enough gift to get us. That's pretty sweet. I have more Pokemon cards to open today. What was the one we got? The last big one I got, and it's not that big of a deal. Oh, it's wrong box. Wrong. Here, I'll pull a random card from the box. This is a Snom. Snom doesn't really matter by itself, but if you evolve this to Frostmoth, oh, so OP. It just lets you distribute energy from your hand in any way you want, and all of a sudden on turn 2 or turn 3, you've got all your attackers ready to go, and it's ridiculous. Moving on. Kind of why boxing appeals to you now. Okay. You started going to the gym too late in life, then you got hurt and never went back. Damn. That's basically my story too. You would have loved to travel more, however, you were poor back then. As for traveling now, finding time and someone to travel with is almost impossible. Pre-COVID, I hear you on that. I didn't travel very much as a kid because of, didn't have the money for it. And I've traveled a little more with Steph and for work, and that's been fantastic, and I really appreciate those experiences. But in a post-pandemic world, I'm probably not going anywhere anytime soon. It played like as recently as March, like just before the pandemic hit, Steph and I were thinking about going to the States, and then that didn't happen. Snama's adorable. Yeah, Snama's adorable, and Frostmoth is so good. I got I started playing with the League Battle Inteleon deck. Oh, it's so good. And Pan says, yeah, I played a bunch of instruments. Was first chair clarinet in high school. Damn, first chair. Not the second chair. Not the... I don't even know if there's such thing as a third chair or if that's a thing. But kudos to that. You regret not learning piano. Yeah, I wish I played... Like, I have instruments here. I got the ukulele as a wedding anniversary present. Actually, kind of commemorate our honeymoon in Hawaii. Ooh, this is not in tune. Ugh, definitely not. But, I probably could learn this. I just haven't. And there's a couple of things that I trip up on. Jack Russell, GG's. I could probably sit with Randy for a couple of minutes and just figure out like some of the technique on the fretboard of like certain chords I struggle with. And it's just a matter of time, and I just don't do it. Craziest musical experience. You played a solo in front of 3,000 people. Oh, holy cow. That's crazy. What was that like? The biggest public performance I ever did, I guess. Anyone remember End One mixtapes? Anyone remember? Oh, actually, you know what? I wonder if this footage is here. You've never shaken so hard. Oh, absolutely. 3,000 people. That's insane. Okay, we got in trouble on YouTube when we played when I uploaded the stream back on, so I'm gonna have to be careful here. Oh no, can I find a... Let's just show some pictures. How about that? I don't want to get in trouble. Mixtape. Unfortunately, we're on Twitch. It'd probably be okay, but I can't even... Okay, this isn't gonna matter. Bruh, End One. End One was the... I loved End One. End One mixtapes were my jam. Am I get... Okay, we're gonna put the volume... this is not from the official channel, so maybe we're gonna skate away here. Professor is okay on TikTok. Yeah, I know he's still doing it on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. End One mixtapes were my life. Here we go. Like the street ball highlights and the flashy moves and stuff. I guess my biggest public performance was that when End One first came to Toronto, what they would do is they would run a game where people can basically try out to play in the big game with like all the mixtape stars, your hot sauces, your Rafer Alstons, Skip to My Lou. And I played in it. I played in it, and I didn't make it, obviously. But there were like over 10,000 people watching me play basketball. I touched the ball twice, and I messed up both times. Not to say that I would have gotten picked for it, but yeah, I messed up. But I remember like during warm-ups, and I was working on my basketball tricks, and ESPN was filming a TV show. They had a series on the N1 mixtape tour. And somewhere in the annals of ESPN's vault, they have video of me playing basketball. I really hoped I was at least going to be on the episode. And no, none of the footage made it. Really, I did play in the N1 mixtape tour in the open run. I did try out. Oof. Yeah, imagine me, five foot me playing in. I would have got murdered. That would have been my shot, just getting swatted every time. Bang. All right, enough of this. Let's go play some Tetris. Oh. Countdown in the chat. The foot on the glass, so iconic. Yep. Ugh. That would have been cool. Like I worked on those tricks and stuff, and I played on the school team. But yeah, the tricks of like bouncing the ball off people's faces, I definitely did that. Rolling on the ground, I did. Didn't make the cut on that. It's okay. That was horrifying, though, playing basketball in front of that many people, especially in a scene like End 1 where, you know, it's not like regular basketball. You're trying to, you know, hit the jump shot. Like, people are looking for you to do the crazy trick, and I screwed up every time. And it's also tough in the open runs because, like, the whole culture around End 1 was like, can you do the big dunk or the crazy trick? And you had to make an impression to get picked to be in the big game, which meant everybody was hogging the ball to try and do the big thing. And I got it like twice and screwed up. Jed hitting Randy in the face with the ball doesn't count as a trick. No, it wasn't with Randy. Randy is, basketball was not Randy's thing. Definitely played some NBA Street, though. That was great. Biggest public performances. Other than, I mean, on the radio was different because you don't see people, right? Like when I worked at the country radio station and you're live and technically there are thousands of people listening. Maybe not when I was doing the midnight to 3 a.m. shift, but when I do live weather updates on the weekend, there were thousands of people, but it's kind of like streaming where there could be 10 people here, there could be 20 people here, there could be 20,000 people here. And really, it's still just me sitting by myself in the basement. It's not on the radio. It's the exact same experience. You're just in a studio, talking into a microphone and there's no one else here. But when you're in front of thousands of people asked to do a thing, like, it's horrifying. You've definitely thrown a sticky toy at my face. I have video footage of that. Probably. Throwing a ball in your face at some point? Not in the context of playing basketball, but in the context of playing with toys, probably. Has anyone here ever had to perform something in front of a large audience, and what was that like? Just waiting for Ninja to show up and be like, yeah, I streamed in front of 1 million people once. I stream in front of hundreds of thousands of people all the time. It's whatevs. Even streaming, yeah, streaming is different. Some people get very psyched out by the number being big. I think that if there was, I like to think that if that number was higher, like much higher than that, I would probably still run the same show, because at the end of the day, it's still me sitting in the basement by myself. You majored in theater, so okay. What would you say is the biggest crowd you've performed in front of? Ah. No! Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can we fix this one? I don't actually know. Oh, hold on. Wait. Wait. I might have. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. Damn it. GG's. GG's. Probably a few hundred. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. How many people are actually in this lobby right now? If you're not, I'm gonna step away for a quick second, and then we'll play a couple more rounds of Tetris. Let me know, because now we're in a weird spot of like I finished too early, but not so early in that you can't do the thing anymore. Shoutouts to Raptors president Masai Ujiri. Please stay. Please stay. I need to update these pictures, BT dubs. I mean, at this point, it's probably, if I'm going through my phone, it's just pictures of Pokemon cards. I haven't really taken many pictures out and don't have much game stuff. Numbers don't faze me as much as significance, if that makes sense. Like, presenting in front of the state Supreme Court for work makes me more nervous than doing improv or play in front of a couple hundred people. Oh, absolutely. I've had to present pitches for work where there was a lot of money on the line, and that is very nerve-wracking. I remember, well, geez, it's still crazy to me. I think I can talk about it now, where I was in a pitch to in my advertising career, and we were in the final two agencies presenting for a certain Canadian coffee chain that is an institution here north of the border. And somehow I ended up getting, and I was like the lowest seniority person on the team, and somehow I ended up getting the last word. And in retrospect, that absolutely horrifies me. But you know, my boss was grateful that I did what I did. We didn't end up getting it, but we got another account that ended up being bigger financially than that one. So, but still, to be in that position of like, there's a lot at stake here. Oof. It can be scary. I remember, and I also remember some presentation quirks, and people have like nervous tics. And I remember one. I'm not gonna name names, but I remember one person who had this thing where, you know, like sometimes you just don't know what to do with your hands. And this person just had this habit of slapping their leg every couple of seconds. They were just, they'd be talking, no, they're going here, and then slap. And it just became this very, like, really distracting thing. And, like, they didn't even realize that they'd slap their leg, and it became, like, a distraction. Actually, I'm not going to demonstrate this thing, but I learned this at work. We had a speaker come in to talk about presentation skills, and she mentioned that if you one of the ways, if you've got like there's a physical thing you have to move, you want to do something with your hands, something, the motion she mentioned, flex your buttocks, like actually, yeah, like tense up back there, where like you're still moving muscles, but because you're facing, I mean, I don't know what type of work you're in, but flex your muscle, flex your buttocks, and then you get the you know, the The satisfaction of like moving your body and like flexing that thing without anybody being able to see that you did something, right? Facts. Try it out next time you're on stage in front of thousands of people. Flex your butt cheeks. You'll thank me later. Jenna came in 17th. Oh, I see you. I see you 17th. Let's just call him Dandy. No, it's not Randy. All right, fam. Off to sleep. Oh, good night. Well, good morning. Thanks for dropping by. Take care, Pits. And again, yo, can we get up a shout out here? Let me see if shout out button. Do the thing. Wait, where is it? Where? How come? There it is. Shout outs to Pants, last team streaming Fall Guys. Go follow, check out his channel too. All right, give me a quick sec. Congratulations to whoever wins this. They're probably gonna win before I come back. Double jump. You're running the show while I'm out. Good job, Randy. And yeah, Chris and Rachel, you did great. GG's. Congratulations, TT Hugo. All right. Let's do a couple more. Oh, I should also read the thing. Si solo estás sintonizado, soy Jet en tercera persona.com, una mirada persona a los videojuegos, juegos de mesa y otras actividades nerds. Exactly that. And Copper Key with the Snorlax cam. Welcome. Yeah, all the homies are still here. Still holding these cards from Meg. Let's get in a couple more. I took 5 semesters of Spanish in high school, so I am pretty sure that was perfect. Nice. Have I trademarked a personal look? No, I haven't. I still don't even know if I like that enough as a tagline to keep it forever. It was during a phase where Because at first the blog was just video game stuff, and at a certain point I started playing lots of board games, and I wanted to write about board games. And then I think it was because, like, in WordPress there's the part where you can write, this is like the tagline or the synopsis of your site. I think I saw that field, and I can't remember what it used to say. There was something before then, I think. And then that video games and board games didn't fit because I started writing about comic books, and I was like, how do I encapsulate all of these things into one thing? And then it just became video games, board games, and really other stuff. So pretty much giving myself an out to write about whatever I want. That said, I had a music blog for a little bit, and once I started taking streaming seriously, I had to drop the music blog. Music blog would be fun, though. Writing about the hot new releases. There's a new, what is that? Silk Sonic. I've been waiting for that album forever. Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak. Ugh. Anyway, the new single's really good. I can't remember what it's called. There's a new single for that. Gotta listen to... Oh, what is there? I want to listen to the Kid Laroi album. I know there's like a billion songs on it, though. Haven't gotten around to that. We listened to the new Doja Cat a couple weeks ago. That one's pretty solid, actually. Yeah, music. If I wasn't doing video game stuff, I'd probably do a music thing. I don't know if I have enough to contribute to the sports conversation. Otherwise, just all things Raptors. All Scotty Barnes all the time. You're bounced early. Ah, no. You hate to see it. I mean, at this point, the blog is just, it's all Pokemon TGC all the time. I bought, oh, I did buy a thing. I got through and got the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box for Evolving Skies, so that we've got our first 10 packs down, which is great, and we'll have to figure out how much I get after that. And then I've been playing Pokemon TGC to get enough coins so I have a ton of packs once that set drops in the game. Ooh, we have to do a whole... Okay, after this, I want to talk about my experiences with TGC Online and the currency of that game, as I've recently discovered. Because I think it's a weird... I chat with Mega a lot, and we talk about this ongoing meme between us of, like, the post-apocalyptic world where Pokemon cards run everything. And in a weird way, it does. And especially in TGC Online, in a world where you cannot put money into the game to buy cards, there are some weird side effects that happen because of that. So yeah, we'll save that for an intermission. It's a weird thing, and it's odd, and it's a very strange rabbit hole, and a potentially dangerous rabbit hole to go down. But are potentially the better way to go about it? Yeah, I've got like 20 something packs worth of coins in the game, so I'm excited for the end of August when that set drops, and I'll open all the cards and hopefully we get something good. I pulled a Charizard in the game. Like, I pulled a Charizard V last night in the online game, which is great. From a collector perspective, I don't think the card's actually any good in the game. Still, nevertheless, cool to have. Oh no. There we go. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll go with this, and then we'll bring that down. I know this is not looking great, though. Not looking great. I'm gonna need to work through... Oh, shoot. Didn't want to do that, and now we're in a really bad spot. Like, really, really, really bad. GG's, there you go. JF Raptor in 74th. Not a great run from me, but it is what it is. GG, we can talk about TGC Online and some of the one of the weird quirks of that game that I have since discovered. Horrible spot. Yep. Sometimes we make it through, sometimes we don't. All right, Pokemon TGC Online. One of the quirks of the video game is that you cannot buy cards with real money. You cannot buy anything in the game with real money. I guess there's some liability, kids stealing credit cards to put it in. So the only way to get content in that game is sometimes it'll give you packs for free. You can, when you win games, you will get coins to spend on packs that you then cannot trade. You can also, when you buy a pack of Pokemon cards, it comes with the online code and you can cash that in. Now, in the trading desk, like the trading area of the game, you can trade with other players and you can trade pretty much anything in the game. You can trade cards, you can trade coins, you can trade booster boxes, sleeves. You can also trade packs. And it's created this weird economy within Pokemon TGC Online. Because odds are you're gonna open a handful of cards, and most of them are gonna be bad. Sometimes you'll pull a couple great cards. But I've come to discover that the best way to get the specific cards you want is not to buy a pack of Pokemon cards and open them IRL, then put in the code and then hope that you draw that card in the game. No. It's not even, I've been buying codes from Potown store where you pay a couple cents, you get the online booster pack. Don't open those. The best way to get the cards that you want is to trade the packs for the cards. So now I'm in a weird state where you're not buying digital packs to open the packs. You're buying the packs to basically be your money to trade those full packs for a known card. I traded one pack of Darkness Ablaze digital pack for a Galarian Slowking V, and then I traded 2 packs for a Galarian Slowking V Max. Those are not very highly thought of cards, but I have a dark deck going, and that Slowking is one of the main Pokemon in my deck, so I was able to get that for cheap. But some of the cards that I have, people are offering 20 packs, 30 packs for one card. 300. I will give you 300 cards if you give me one card. And you could roll the dice on it, but no, I know this is a known thing that I have. So I will trade if the price is right. I did trade down. I traded my alt art version of Shadow Rider Calyrax for a regular version of the same card, but also 10 packs of Chilling Reign. So it's this weird economy where like the Pokemon cards are the money, the packs are the money. You're paying real money to buy digital packs to then trade for individual cards. It's a weird thing. And Ian says, kind of like how Nook Mile tickets became the black market currency of Animal Crossing. Absolutely. It's the same. There's a little more to it because there's an extra step of, well, I guess no, it is. Well, there's a randomness to it because you're buying the tickets online. I've watched the process from Steph. You buy the tickets on like Etsy, and then you give some stranger a friend code, and then they come to your island and drop a whole bunch of tickets, and then they dip. And then you use those tickets to cash it in for your random hits at the trying to get the villager. But yeah, this one's, you buy the tickets and then you exchange those for like a known quantity. It's sort of similar, but yeah, it's a weird black market inside the game itself. And it is a very slippery slope, but I think you can limit yourself in terms of, if you're the one who's trading the packs of like, I know that I'm willing to give up 2 packs to get this guaranteed card, and if I'm happy with that card, great. Like, I think at most I would probably want one more set of Galarian Slowking V and V Max, but you can very much be in control of, like, I only want these cards and I will give up these packs versus me buying hundreds of packs to try and get that one card naturally. So again, and basically, and PJ came in fourth, or I mean, Jenna came in fourth. Damn, GG's. Let's see if you can get that, close out that dub. We'll do a couple more, and then we roll out. But yeah, in basically every version of Pokemon, the IRL version, the online version, there are better ways of getting the cards you're looking for rather than buying the boosters, even if the boosters are really fun to open. And I as someone who also just bought more boosters. 2, 1, go. Yeah, next time we stream TGC, maybe we'll do that this week. I need to figure out if It Takes Two is going to work on my computer. And then maybe we'll stream TGC on the Tuesday, and I can show you guys like the trading interface and see what people are willing to give up. And yeah, the idea of people just having hundreds of codes, and they have these packs that it's basically their money. It's kind of crazy. Bum, bum, bum. What other things going on? I think Tetris news is like, there's no news. The last thing was this. I wish there was more going on in Tetris 99. I think it's pretty much served Nintendo's purpose of being a reason to subscribe to Nintendo Switch Online, and they'll run promotions here and there. I think they've gotten complacent with it. I don't think we're gonna get any major content updates besides more skins for this game for the foreseeable future. I don't know if we're gonna get, 1v1 or party lobbies or anything like that. I don't even know if it's worth it for them at this point. I'd like to see more though. Though I think this game is very much overachieved relative to what they were looking to get out of it. Is there any other games you would want to see in a 99 format? We've had Mario 35, which is basically this. Pac-Man 99 is still out there. And I don't think it's taken off in the same way that Tetris 99 has. Even though I think Pac-Man 99 is a great game. It's very unforgiving, though. You make the one mistake, and then you're just dead. And that drives me nuts. As I've demonstrated on stream in the past. Yeah, we'll go with this. Does Pac-Man 99 have a quiet but active community? I've heard from people that have played that game recently that it struggles to get 100 people in a room at any given time. Now, Tetris 99 you can get 100 players or 99 players in a lobby, no problem. The getting 99 players for Invictus basically never happened, and that's the mode where only winners of previous Tetris 99 matches can play. That has I've never gotten a lobby of 99 people in that. The last time I played, lobbies only go up 50 to 70 people. There it is. Yeah, not a great look for Pac-Man 99. I think, yeah, Pac-Man's a weird one. Like, Tetris works in that Tetris Tetris is timeless in a way where there's still a competitive scene for it, and it's still a game that has its appeal to an audience. Like, not to say Pac-Man doesn't have an audience, but I don't think Pac-Man has aged in the same way that Tetris has, and that the gameplay of it is still at its core kind of dated. Oh, there you go. Randy's going up Pac-Man 99 right now to check. Thank you. Side note, for anyone that hasn't yet, definitely check out Chris and Rachel over at Double Jump. They stream over at Twitch. At some point, I would imagine they would go back to their website, and they've been doing some YouTube stuff, playing some Metopia on there, and I somehow have made it into their party, but it's awesome. Thank you again for putting me on there. I love Randy's dad. Him being the cool pop star of the group is hilarious. All right. One big red attack and it was over. You finished 38th. Ah, no. GG's. Rip. You just joined a lobby and it slowly got up to 94 player. Okay, almost 100. Almost 100. But the fact that there's, you know, at most a couple hundred people playing, maybe not the best sign. What is the viewer numbers like for Pac-Man 99 on Twitch right now? I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a great apples to apples. I'm pretty sure I'm going to guess Tetris 99 viewers are under 100 right now. You're still playing Pac-Man 99. I might stream it sometime. Nice. No Pac 1 yet. It's hard. It's hard. The struggle is real. I don't ever want to do that again. So Pac-Man 99 has 24 viewers right now. Okay. Get that in there. Are Tetris 99 viewers ever over 100? Very rarely. And it's usually like a random big streamer comes in with their existing audience, and that's what sets Tetris 99 over the top. But yeah, to your point, Ian, Tetris 99 on Twitch is a pretty small community. Oh no! No! Yeah, Forsen was playing Tetris. I remember seeing some crazy stats last year of the biggest streamer of Tetris 99. I believe it was last year. The biggest streamer of Tetris 99 was Dr. Lupo, who streamed it a total of one time for like an hour. And that one stream got more views than, you know, anybody else in the Tetris 99 community. Let me see if I can find that stat, actually. Also, is the music... Oh, the music is just super quiet right now. Okay. Let me see if I can find that stat. I remember seeing that it was able to show you the top streamers in a category. And I was in the top 100 for Tetris 99 streamers. But there's probably not that many more than that. Games... Here, Tetris 99. Let's see if we can find that stat. Most watched, peak viewers, followers, follower growth, viewer distribution, most watched. Ah, here we go. Okay. So this is in the here. Let's go the last 365 days. I don't know who this... you guys can't read these numbers. Let's zoom in here a little more, even if it breaks the chart. Biggest streamers of Tetris 9. Okay, Big Cheese Kit. I know, I've seen him around here, and he streamed it for 137 hours. But Northern Lion is number 3. They've streamed it for only 8 hours. Like, Dr. Lupo, there was it. He streamed it for 1 hour and was the 7th biggest Twitch streamer of Tetris 99 in the last year, right? Tetrium... I'm familiar with him. Yeah, 619 hours. But a lot of them are just really big streamers who've streamed it like once or twice. Loser Fruit streamed it 3 hours and got 10,000 hours of views. Oh, man. Homie Gin and Soda putting up number 16. Where am I on this list? No easy kills. Shout out to him. Rated us last time we streamed this. BTMC. I don't know what. Dan Reichert, 14 hours. Yeah, this event had 1 hour of Tetris 99. Oh, I just saw Kitty Love Mitten up here. Like, yeah, it's small enough that like I know these people. 70, the Garrett MO, Claire G. I haven't seen her in a bit, but shout outs to Claire. Kitty Love Mitten. I hope she's doing all right. It's been a minute since we chatted. Did I not make the top 100? Oh, there we go. I'm 124th on Twitch. How did we do? 1,000 viewer hours, 88 hours streamed. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Top 200 Tetris 99 streamer. Echoes. GG's. Totally missed the shout out for our channel. Thank you. Was checking the laundry. No worries. Laundry's more important. Well, no, not more important than your shout out, but laundry is important too. All right, let's get in. Oh, why did I change the monitor? I wanted to do something before we start. Here, I'll give you guys a sneak peek at what I'm trying to do here. Is there anyone? No. We'll just wrap up today. We're gonna play one more game, but this will be the last one. Yin, hey, welcome back. What is the site? Oh, this is a good question. For anyone interested in looking at Twitch stats and seeing, you know, how Twitch is performing, how other people are performing, how your site is performing, how your stream's doing. This is one of the two big ones I use. So there's Sully Gnome and there's Twitch Tracker. I keep in mind though that these stats, you will drive yourself into the ground looking at these stats all the time and trying to compare your numbers against other people. And, you know, if you're putting yourself up against Ninja or you're putting yourself up against your friends, God, that's a terrible idea. Of like, why does this person gain 3 more followers than me on this stream? Like, once you're neurotic to the point of like, I'm looking stream to stream, this blue column is the follow account, and you're looking at other people's things, like, ugh. I use it as a reference. You know, are you trending in the right direction? And, you know, make adjustments. But if you're using these as a reference of like, I need to compare my numbers to everybody else's numbers, you will drive yourself insane. So I advise against that. But yeah, if you want to see my numbers, they're here. Never click check this sort of thing. Yep. Let's go do one more countdown in the chat. And yeah, once you start comparing, you will never be happy. This is the fatal flaw, the comparisons. You're gonna look at someone else's numbers and you'll find, I mean, comparisons as a whole only help so much, because at a certain point you will never be happy with what you see. You'll always find something that you're just like, damn, I wish I had that. This person has more follows than me. This person averages more viewers per stream than me. This person has the weird thing where it zooms in on their face and the camera spins around in a circle. Like, it never ends, and you'll just drive yourself mad trying to, you know, catch up and play with that. Comparing yourself to others, it's a bad idea. Fascinating. Oh, it's absolutely fascinating. And yeah, you can see, look at it within yourself, within your growth. You know, are you happy with where the numbers are? If so, great. If not, that's not, then yeah, maybe make some adjustments to get better. There's one stat on Twitch Tracker in particular that I think a lot of people need to take into perspective, and that is the percentage one. When you can see your percentage of where you rank on Twitch as a whole, because I think a lot of streamers don't realize where they fit relative to the rest of the Twitch universe. Like, you know, my channel here, I average, you know, 10-ish concurrent viewers per stream. That puts me in the top 1% of all of Twitch. When you look at everybody that streams here, the top 1%. And on one hand, being the top 1% of anything is crazy. On the other hand, 10 viewers in a space where there are other streamers who have, you know, hundreds of thousands of viewers per stream and millions of follows and stuff. Like, it's such a contrast in scale, and I think it helps. At least it helps me put into perspective to be appreciative of what I have accomplished so far, and, you know, gives me an idea of what I should, you know, what I'd want to achieve going forward, and how difficult that actually is, and how difficult it is to achieve to get this to where it is now, right? Now, reaching Twitch affiliate, that is an accomplishment. Building an audience to get to that many follows and views, and, you know, I wouldn't fixate so much on the title, but more the fact that you reach those milestones and created content that many people enjoy and want to be a part of. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll look at the stat one more time. I have no idea where I resided. Now I have to switch the monitor in order to see where we're at. The other thing, person has hotter caps. Yeah, exactly. You'll never stop. The other if you want to go down that rabbit hole, and again, don't compare as you can, but you can use it as a reference point, is that there is publicly available data for how many subs certain streamers get, and using that as a reference point and crunching some numbers of like how many subs it would take for me to be like, one, I guess there's two numbers I've calculated. One, how many subs would it take to be the equivalent of my IRL salary? And two, where in the world would that rank me in order to make that kind of money on Twitch? And this isn't an accurate thing now. And it's not a fully functional, like, it's not everybody's numbers, right? Certain streamers have opted out of this. Odds are your numbers aren't on there. I think you have to opt in if you're not like a partner streamer. Like, and this isn't meant to be a flex of like how much I make in my IRL line of work, but for me to even consider quitting my IRL job to stream, I would have to be in the top like 600 sub earners in the world on Twitch. Like, I don't think I'm definitely not top 600, and I'm probably not even in the top 50% of people in terms of skill and talent in my IRL line of work, and I make this much. But to be in the top 600 in the world on Twitch in revenue on a platform that has over 9 million streamers, not saying it's impossible, but that's extremely difficult. And the level of effort it would take and sacrifice and for something that, you know, may ultimately not be worth it, it's a lot. And it's definitely something to consider. Not saying you shouldn't chase your Twitch streams, but just keep all of that into perspective. And we're out. Let's go see where we're at. Yeah, there was one stat on this, and it's this stat right here. Right, and this is not they have their own formula for calculating what that is, and it's a mix of an assortment of things. But yeah, I am in the top couple of percent on Twitch as someone with, you know, averages like 10 views a stream. Because yeah, the vast majority of people on this platform don't have 0 views. So for anything higher than 0, man, you made it. GG's. September 2018. I don't know what you mean by that. Is that when you started? On my September 2018. What happened September 28? I don't know if anything big happened for me. Yeah, like we were just kind of treading here and we've been gradually going up. .14th, GG's. So yeah, there's some cool numbers to glean from here. Let me show you the sub numbers. If you really want, I don't think my subs are showing. No. Oh, I have to sign in order to track that. But you can look at subscriber numbers and see that, hey, the top streamer on Twitch has 75,948 active subs. If you want to sit here and calculate how much money that is, go for it. But once you get down to, you don't have to go very far down this list. Like, yeah, the highest earners are making insane money, but once you get to, let's say, page 50 here, 659, like Powie, like not to throw shade at anybody here, like once you're into 600 sub territory, right? So this is in the top 1,000. You're still like the top 0.1, 0.2% of Twitch making 600 subs. Like you're making, you know, above average wage for being in the top 0.2% of this platform. Is that worth it for you? I don't know. Let's see where everybody else is at. Jenna finished 21st. Yeah, making money on stream is very hard. I will say that. And very difficult to sustain too. Down to top 2. That was definitely, I think, when I was working through Twitch stuff and just seeing like how much, putting that in a perspective of like what would it take to get to that point. And it's a lot. And I think I would just rather do this on the side, and I'll put everything I have into making the best stream I can. But I think it doesn't make sense for me at this point in my life, especially being married, having a house and other life goals, to try and make a run while you're young. Definitely easier to try and do the full-time thing. Good. GG's. Let's go shout everybody out. Switch JF in 14th, Jenna in 21st. All right. And is the music, every time I switch back to this camera, the music is like super quiet. I'm gonna have to look to see, and I think it's the same song too. Give me 1 second. I know we're wrapping up the stream. I just want to... No. Is the song restarting every time I switch back? I don't know. Anyhow. Yeah, streaming's fun. I enjoy it. I appreciate whatever level of support you guys share with me, whether you hang out on the stream. That's awesome. You followed the channel one time and never came back. Still, I appreciate the consideration, and I appreciate, yeah, it's cool that I inspired you to hit that button one time. If you subscribe with you know, actually giving me money. That's insane, and much love to you. And I've invested like all of that back into streaming stuff, whether it was this camera right here or the Stream Deck XL and some other stuff. And well, I don't know what's the next thing. I don't know if I need any more stuff right now, but yeah, everything that I've gotten from Twitch, I've put back into it in some shape or form. Speaking
Thank you, Player 2 Star, for renewing your sub. 28
months. Yeah, there it is. We'll figure out whatever the next upgrade to the stream is. We've got enough cameras. The microphone sounds fine. The computer is okay. Maybe we need a more powerful computer to run and stream It Takes Two. But no, we're good. We're good. Thank you all for the support. All right, it's time for me to go eat lunch. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you to... Let's work our way up the chat here. Getting a second monitor. Yeah, 2 monitors is great. I don't know how you live without it. I remember being very stuck up when I started working in advertising, where all my coworkers had 2 screens and I just had the one. I was like, why do you need 2 screens? And then they gave me a second screen, and now I can't go back. I need at least 2. I see streamers that have like 4, 7 screens. I still have no idea what they do with all of those screens. But if I could run 7 screens, I'd probably be like, yeah, I need 8. I need 8 screens for this stream. You're gonna make lunch. Thanks for the stream. All right, take care, guys. The way to get your viewers is rates. I think it's a short-term thing, and yeah, I know we got rated by Pants, and that was awesome, and it can help here and there. But most people who come in the raid don't follow back or anything like that. I know Yin came from a raid. Too. There's more sustainable ways of growing on Twitch than I think the worst thing you can do to grow on Twitch is to stream every single day for 12 hours a day. No, that's a bad idea. Don't do that. And you came from a raid too. Yeah. I think content is king. Content outside of Twitch is the way to do it. I still have to figure that part out, but we're working on it. Yeah, 12 hours not worth it. No. All right, let's get out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out. You check analytics each time viewer counts drop at 6 hours. Oof, that's a long time. I stream that long once a year for 24-hour marathon. Otherwise, I'm doing 2 to 3. I know there are people who stream more than that regularly. I can't do it. I get too tired. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Check out me on the socials, YouTube for videos, TikToks, Instagram, Twitter. I post stuff every day over there. Check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. We've got Pokemon TCG stuff, some streaming advice stuff there as well. And I will post the schedule tomorrow. I don't know if I'm doing It Takes Two. I'm gonna have to see if my computer can run it. There might be some TCG stuff, and I have to figure out what the Sunday game is, because we do Tetris every other week. You know, is it Rogue Company? Is it Knockout City? Maybe we do TCG on Sunday. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know, but we'll figure it out. All right, so until next time, enjoy the rest of your... Oh my goodness, I have to fix some... So, last thing. This is the button I would normally hit to shut off the stream. It doesn't work anymore because the IQ software messed up. So I can't start the stream. I can't stop. I have to, you know, like a Neanderthal here, use my mouse and find among the dozens of scenes where the outro... There it is. All right, let's get out of here. Take care, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Bye.